Okay, the channel is live. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Adventure on so many levels. We're going to play some Dungeons and Dragons.
Excellent.
I am Christiana Ellis. I am the Dungeon Master for this adventure, and we are starting a brand new campaign. We did our session 0 a few weeks ago, but now we are going to begin proper our campaign of Planescape Adventures in the Multiverse Turn of Fortune's Wheel. And I didn't probably have to say all of those three parts of it, but it felt appropriate, honestly, for, Planescape is a setting that is kind of multiverse in nature. It is the fulcrum of all of the different planes and worlds that any D&D campaign could theoretically inhabit. But we're going to meet our players or our characters in a moment. But first, our players: David Archambault,
Hello.
Nobilis,
Hello.
Paula Weimer,
Hi there.
Millie Cady,
Hello.
Jason Banks,
What's going on, guys?
and Lee Burdett.
Hey.
So, is everybody ready to begin the campaign?
Yes.
All right. Well, let me first then share a handout.
Oh.
Dun, dun, dun.
I am going to... You should all have now a handout called Schemes in Sigil.
Yes.
Oh my God.
I love that skull.
Well, I hope you continue to love him because we're now going to visit him.
So,
So,
how much wine did I drink?
Not enough.
So,
Apparently.
my players.
Apparently.
You awaken on a metal examination table in a dim, windowless stone chamber. Oh, hang on. Let me actually put you all on this map instead of just showing it on the stream. Dear player flag. Why is it not letting me do that?
Is it time to freak out with the sponsor?
I hope not. It's early. Hang on. Okay.
There we go.
I'm moving you to other things because it wouldn't let me put you on the... It's not letting me put you on the one that actually has the map. That's so strange. What's going on?
This technical difficulty was brought to you by the Lapis Table. Their unique menu brings you unique fusion cuisine from across the domains of the Radiant Citadel. This week, Canthan is featuring wyvern curry, jerk capybara, and of course, his famous grilled shrimp with radiant sauce.
All right, you should all see the map now. This mortuary here. So yes, you all awaken on a metal examination table in a dim, windowless stone chamber. The air is cold and stale, tinged with the acrid sting of formaldehyde emanating from a nearby shelf of clouded flasks and antiseptic jars. Dried blood stains the drab mosaicked floor and the edges of your table, and pained moans haunt the halls beyond the stuffy room. A human skull floats nearby. It bobs impatiently, watching you with slate-gray eyes that remain in its lidless sockets. The skull notices you're awake and greets you with a nasal voice, leaning first over to you, Tarsus, saying, "Hey, Chief!" So, Tarsus, please describe your character and your immediate reaction to this vision.
Tarsus is a 5 foot, 6.5 inch tall being made out of metal and wood. He is a warforged. One eye is a burning green, the other eye is a burning blue. He has somewhat elven features to him. So he has pointed ears. He's bald, of course. He has his normal Warforged form, but it's mostly of a light sort at the moment, not a heavy. And his eyes blink, and he looks at Mort. What is your designation?
Ah, well, you can call me Mort, on account of that's my name. What's your name, Chief?
Tarsus pauses, thinks. Uncertain. I believe it is Tarsus. Where am I?
Well, that's a good question, but before you monopolize all my time, I've got a crowded field here, it would seem. And so he moves over next to your character, Millie, and who do we see?
Fairly elven-ish looking woman, but she's definitely not elven. Her eyes are completely amethyst jewel blue, purple, red hair, pale skin, and we have none of our equipment or anything, right?
Hold on, just so you have your starting equipment, you do.
Okay.
But I'm noticing some chatter. Make sure you're looking at the right part of the map. You should be on the left edge, the left
Yep.
side of the map. Are people seeing it, or are people not
I
seeing
see
it?
Yeah.
I
Not-
see. I have zoomed out to the whole map, and it's black.
Yep, me too.
For Pete's sake.
I-
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's, I set all this up. Why is it I just want everyone to know that I spent an hour and a half this afternoon double checking all of this, and now some of the things that I specifically set up and remember specifically doing are no longer set, and so that's why I'm annoyed. But it will only take a moment to recreate that.
There we go. I'm
Yeah.
up.
So it'll take me a moment to try to ensure that stays the way it's supposed to be. Okay. Is there who else still can't see?
Me.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. How about now?
Nope. Let me refresh.
Okay. All right.
Okay, there I
Every time. You should be able to see now. There is I can't find any setting that well okay okay. Yeah, all right. First okay. A whole bunch of the things that I specifically set are now not set anymore, and I don't.
Okay.
Okay, and you should have dark vision too. Okay, for Pete's sake. All right, so let me just look at everybody's token here.
Yep. I can see now.
Everybody can see. Everyone should be
am.
able to see in
I
their
can
map.
see.
now.
Yep.
Yeah,
I can
see the
definitely
map.
Okay. All right, so we've had two of these characters get described, but I think as the others are sitting up, let's just kind of go around the circle. So, Jason, can you describe your character?
You see, on the table, Solis sitting up, he kind of groans and he's like, and he looks around and he's got something covering his face. And if you take a look underneath, his skin seems to be like wrinkled almost leathery in a sense. And he's looking around at everyone and he's like, how did we get here? Who are all of you?
The skull floats over and says, "Good questions. We'll get to that in just a moment." How about you, Lee?
Okay. What you see is a short little kobold with very shiny golden spikes on his head and golden scales going down his back and on his tail. They are extremely shiny. He is extremely proud of them. And He's just kind of sitting there, wiggling his feet, shaking his head a little bit, and they're like, that must have been some explosion.
And I'll look down and it's like, does it look like I've been through an explosion?
I don't feel singed in any way.
How about you, Nobilis?
Cuspid is a 5 foot something tiefling with pinkish purple skin and purplish pink hair and very pink horns. She's got something of a manic look on her face, and she looks at Mort and says, I wish to commend you on your dental hygiene. Most people don't get to be a skull without missing one or two.
Thanks. It might surprise you how hard it is to brush my teeth this way.
Oh no, I can understand.
And last but not least, David, your character.
How high off the floor are the tables?
Oh, yeah, standard table height. Examination table height. I would say there's something like 3.5 feet off the ground.
Okay. So what you see when you look over at the table is actually kind of a ruffled blank or sheet, and kind of peeking up off is an orange hair, kind of grayish pale skin, and blue eyes of a gnome that leaps up with mace and a sickle in hand and say, oh, this. Who you?
All right, so I'm sensing a common theme so far in this awakening routine that we're in now at this point. The first question a lot of you are asking is where? And that's pretty simple. I can answer that one just right away. That would be you are in the mortuary here in Sigil, which is an interplanar hub at the center of the Outer Planes. And so, yeah, there's that one.
Mortuary?
Yep, that's right.
Have I ceased corporeal existence?
That's a fancy way of asking if you died, I suppose. I sure
Affirmative.
thought so, but usually when people die, they don't sit back up again like y'all are doing right now.
You all hear Radius chuckle, and it sounds almost like gravel. He's like, this wouldn't be the first time I've woken up like this. And he pulls down the hood on his cloak, and you can see that he looks like an undead of some kind.
Oh, well, you're going to fit in just perfectly right around here.
He cocks an eyebrow at him, and he's like, why? Oh, and he kind of looks at himself and looks at the skull and says, touche.
I'm going to do the whole sit up and look around. And I was like, all right, this is quite unusual. And you can start I don't know how echoey the table material is, but Cora's fingers start drumming as she's trying to figure out what's going on.
It would probably resonate more if you weren't also laying on top of it, but you can certainly tap out the rhythm for sure.
Yeah, well, it's more. This is more of a self-comfort thing.
Sure. Yeah.
Kneecap's gonna jump off his table and go up to Morton. Why?
I was kind of hoping you all could answer that for me, because this is not something I'm used to for maybe ask that one, the spooky over there. He's the one who said he's done this before.
Of course, his eyes turns towards.
Point the weapon at
Radius
and say,
Radius.
Why?
I can't really remember why the first time I died. This time I don't think I died.
Yeah, so I think Radius, you when you died before and came back, it was a memorable experience. You remember it happening. This feels pretty different. You don't remember. Now that you think about it, you don't really remember anything. I mean, there's kind of some hazy shapes, ideas in there, but yeah, none of you really can remember quite who you are or what you were doing before or how you came to be here.
My
You all
task
see-
and designation are unknown. This
And-
is disconcerting.
So
I do not
mean,
recall
Mort,
any of you.
we
Yeah.
don't remember how we got here,
Mm-hmm.
but you seem to be some kind of functionary at this location. Am I correct?
Yeah, for the most part. You know,
Okay.
I do my thing.
Okay.
I'm what you
So-
call a mimir.
Right.
Yeah.
So, given that, do you have any information about how we came to be here? Did somebody like bring us in on a wagon and just lay us out here, and maybe we can talk to them and figure out where we came from?
Yeah, well, you know, Pinky, you seem like you have already got this all figured out. You've pretty much
Cuspid.
laid out.
Cuspid.
Okay,
Thank
Pinky. It is pretty much just what you said. This mortuary is a place where they bring dead bodies, right? And, you know, they bring them in on slabs. They bring them in here. We were just getting ready to start taking your possessions off of you and put them in the possessions room. And then maybe get over to the, autopsy room if there's any question about your cause of death. And, that's basically, what was supposed to happen next. But, usually, like I said, the dead people brought in here don't sit back up and start talking. So this is not according to procedure.
And whoever dropped us off didn't leave anything other than our bodies and what we have on us? They didn't like sign a book or anything?
Oh, well, if you want, your death certificates are probably going to be over in the records room. So, feel free to head on over there, but, I don't usually deal with the paperwork.
Who is your superior?
Ha! Nobody.
So you don't report to anyone?
Sometimes.
When you do, who is that?
Well, look, I can see what you're getting at. The truth is that I mostly do my own thing here. But what I think you probably want to are getting at is the Ziganus is the person who runs the records room. That's the entity you want to talk to if you want to see like your death certificate or whatever. But I'm not the person who usually like figures all this stuff out. And honestly, I'm not even, well, okay, I'll level with you. I don't actually work here. I was kind of actually here waiting for someone else, and you just showed up. So I was going to play along, but I mean.
Oh, who were you waiting for?
None of your business.
Hi.
All
right, so which way to the records room?
Oh, well, and he kind of, the floating skull sort of gestures over to the one set of double doors in the room. Oh, I notice you just opened the door. I will ask in the future, please let me manipulate the doors and windows on the map.
Oh.
And it's okay.
I didn't realize
I didn't.
that was something I could actually do.
Yes, well, I didn't either. But that's okay. That's okay. We may revisit that on future maps, but at least for the moment, let's say just have me manipulate the doors when appropriate.
Okay.
Yeah, those are the doors, and this place is not as big as you might think. You're just going to have to The records room is kind of, I'm kind of trying to, like that way.
I think we'll figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
It's hard to point
and
this way.
I
Like I can look that way, but
Kneecap will just
like it's not. Yeah. Mm.
Kneecap will just point in the direction that I. Yeah.
Yeah. That's about right.
Okay.
so yeah.
I'm
Preston
We
will
don't have-
whistle a jaunty tune and head through those doors.
I'm going
Yeah.
to take a
Now-
moment to go through my stuff to see if I have anything identifiable.
Mm.
Like, which just, and I know from my own inventory, like I have a notebook with like songs and tunes and stuff that I've written down, but wouldn't have anything like immediately relevant, like not oh, I was born here, like no history or anything, just
Yeah.
all right, look through my stuff and then kind of like, all right, get myself together before I start heading down any pathways.
Sure.
Do any of us look like we have weapons or anything on us, or
You
just
do.
our like?
So
Oh,
all
yeah.
of your basic starting equipment you have on you.
Okay.
Do any of us have any signs of injury?
Nope.
Okay. Yeah.
Appear to be in perfect health.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or at least as well as healthy as you would usually be without injury. I mean, Radius doesn't look great.
Yeah.
Not at all, actually.
But I get the impression Radius always looks like that.
Yeah. That's kind of why I want to look at the death certificate, because if they put down a reason why they thought we were dead when we weren't.
Before,
Also-
oh no, go ahead, keep going.
And also, not sure of our names, but whether or not they actually have our names might provide some additional information.
I think you can all have a hazy recollection of your name, just to
Kneecap.
simplify that.
Designation Tarsus. I do
Um,
not recall our previous association. Are we a unit together?
I have no recollection. I know my full name is Coracoid, but Cora is a little easier.
Nice to meet you, Cora, whether it's the first time or not. And,
Right.
Yep.
This is
and
quite
let's find this
unusual.
records room.
Yes,
Yep.
let's go
Yeah.
find the records.
So as you open the double doors, they're mostly like iron grates that kind of squeak as they swing on the hinges. The ceilings in the room were 12 feet high, but they're 8 feet high here in the corridors. Walls of smooth stone. Everything is dimly lit by sputtering continual flame spells and wall sconces. And so as you emerge, the first thing you see is that, there is a hallway that proceeds dead ahead, and then there's another set of double doors on both the north and south walls. And the hallway splits north and south at the far end, and there's a door directly ahead of you as well.
Okay. Well, I'll go look in this up through here to the north. This first north door.
Okay. So you are.
Put my head inside.
You go ahead and you open the door. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. You peek open through the door, and what you see inside is a storage room. It's got a lot of various crates and shelves piled with miscellaneous things. But what you also see is a strange little stage set up where, as far as you can tell, like the tokens look like they're visible, but you don't see them. They're invisible. But you see little puppets being moved around on the stage in a sort of very haphazard sort of little puppet show, and 3 slack-jawed skeletons seem to be watching it.
Doesn't look like a records room to me.
No.
No.
I'll try the one on the far side.
All right. In the room to the south, you see this sterile chamber reeks of embalming fluids. A mortician in a blood-stained apron hunches over a humanoid amalgam of patchwork flesh. Elbow deep in its flayed open chest with a pair of surgical instruments, this grim doctor causes the corpse-like creature to twitch and writhe with her movements. And as you watch carefully, you hear them muttering. He's like, "Stupid keys, I know you're in there somewhere."
Not a records room. Got it. I'm going to continue down the hallway.
Are you closing the
Yes.
doors, or as you leave them?
Yeah. I think we're closing those doors. It's like,
Right.
nope.
All right. So as you move down the hallway, this door that's at the end is flanked by a red lever and a blue lever, and there's a broom and dustpan sitting next to it. And then the hallway continues to the north or south, each of which leads to another set of double doors.
Okay.
Neekat's gonna go grab the broom and dustpan and use them to flip both levers at the same time if possible.
It looks okay. You're trying to flip them at the same time?
Yes.
Okay. You watch as the door in front of you that was closed and has a window on it, but the window is probably too high for Kneecap to look through. But the door sort of vibrates with a clunk sound, and then you watch fire blossoming on the other side, and you hear sort of a muffled
Oof.
And that lasts for about 15 seconds, and then the fire fades. And then if you keep watching, once a minute has passed, the door goes clunk again.
I'm gonna look in the window.
Yeah. What you see through the window is a room. Well, that's helpful. And so an ashy broom and dustpan lead out against the wall outside a narrow corridor with an iron windowed door. There's a... is there a handout for that? Hang on. Yeah. So here we go. There's a handout that I'm sharing with you now called the crematorium.
Aha.
But you do see on the far side of this hallway is another door identical to the one you're looking through the window of.
A device for cremation.
In large quantities all at once.
Yeah.
This might have been our intended fate.
Well, that happens a lot too.
Huh?
I'm glad we woke up before that or autopsy happened.
Affirmative.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't like the Twitch good there. That is not good. No.
What?
All right.
Right or left?
But that's not. Let's go down here. To the right.
Okay.
That's not the records room.
Yes,
Yep.
that's certainly not a records room.
Yep. So I'll open this door
So
to
here's
the south.
I'm assuming, unless you tell me otherwise, that you're not moving especially stealthily.
No.
All right.
No.
So I think when you open this door, you see that it is another door that leads into the same autopsy room. But this time when you open it, it squeals on the hinge, and the person doing the autopsy looks over at you through the doorway and says, "Hey, you're supposed to be dead." And we're going to roll initiative.
Oh dear.
Wow.
Was
Well,
not
escalated quickly.
hoping. Yeah, that
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
that escalated.
Alrighty then.
And there's something I need to. Oh, why is that character not? They. I'm not getting the auto token rolls for them. That's okay. One of the things that I'm going to just say briefly before we begin our first combat here is I'm going to ask y'all to trust me.
Okay.
Okay. We trust you.
All right.
Okay.
We've played a number of games with you at this point,
Yes,
Christiane.
I
If we
know.
don't trust you, we wouldn't
Sure.
be here.
Okay, let's see. Do we have Cora, which was the most recent initiative? I have a double of you.
Oh, 21.
Okay.
It's my most recent.
Okay, and Zather. There's old stuff on here. Okay. So it looks like we need.
Yeah, I haven't put anything on there.
Okay, where did your token go? Is someone on top of you?
Maybe
Oh,
the.
yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Okay, what was your initiative?
Me, I'm 21.
Okay. What's your dex compared to Cora's dex?
I'm a +2
Okay.
on my Inish.
Then I'm lower.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. And so let's see. Have we got everybody on there then, I think? Yes?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So, Cora, you are going to be first, although basically all that you know right now is that you have heard that angry shout, "Hey, you're supposed to be dead!" And they have, and then you hear, the sounds of someone getting ready to move towards you, presumably.
Yes, I know, but about that, were you the ones that were you the one who brought us here? And basically delay or
I mean, do you want to hold an action or anything?
Yeah,
or are
I'll
you,
hold.
Yeah. Okay, because you didn't
'Cause-
really try to make a persuasion or anything. So
No,
what action would you like to hold?
Let's see.
You can just hold an attack if somebody comes
Yeah,
after you.
draw the rapier and hold to attack if something comes in range.
All right.
Range.
Okay. Kneecap.
If I don't see anything, gonna hold an action if anything comes within range.
Okay.
Attack.
All right. Okay, and that in melee range, I assume.
Yes.
All right, Malleus.
Okay. So that doesn't sound good. And as a bonus action, he's going to summon a Force Ballista to his hands and wait.
Okay. So you're using your action to create it, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you won't be able to. I don't think you can hold the bonus action.
No.
But
no.
you've got it. You've got it summoned, though. Okay, great.
Yeah.
All right, and stand where you are.
Yep.
All right, Tarsus, you're up. Right now, I have just the lower half of the double doors open. So I'm just so you probably still wouldn't see anything even from where you are.
But I've seen my companions start to arm themselves. I take a look curiously at the Force Ballista, and I pull out my bow and knock an arrow in case something hostile comes charging. That is my function.
All right. Okay, so that is everyone. Now it is the flesh golem's turn, and it is going to sit up from the table, and it is going to lumber over. 1, 2. So I guess, yeah. So I think because it was prone on the table and it had to stand up, it only has half of its movement. So it does use half of its movement to get to here, and then I think it's going to dash, and I'll go ahead and say that it's just incidentally slams open the other half of the double doors as it runs to here. It doesn't have an attack yet, but I think that would I imagine that would probably trigger the held actions from Tarsus and Kneecap.
Okay. So it's a flail that he's using.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a dirty 20.
Okay, that'll hit.
7 damage.
Okay.
Non-magic.
All right. It doesn't seem to. Your flail just bounces right off of it. Like you hit it, but its skin just seems completely impervious. Yeah. And so I think Tarsus, your attack would be triggered too, but you're at melee range, so it would probably be disadvantage.
Yeah,
if it's a ranged attack.
It is a ranged attack. That
Mhm.
is normal.
Okay.
That is only an 11.
Now an 11 does actually hit, but I am guessing. Tell me if I'm wrong.
I couldn't ready my thing that
Right.
might have
I'm just
actually
saying,
able to hurt it.
but
yeah.
It non-magical arrow, yeah?
Right, it's a non-magical arrow. That is correct.
Bonk. It kind of like pokes in for a little bit, but then just sort of falls off, having not pierced the skin. All right. Cuspid, your turn. I think you've just seen that happen. We don't hear you. Yeah.
Sorry about that. Cuspid casts Mage Armor, and I'm going to assume that moving past people is difficult terrain. So she I don't have anything to do about that, and so 10, 20. I'm gonna run back here, and that's my turn.
Okay. All right. So that is your turn. Now it is the Herald of Dust's turn, and with the Flesh Golem blocking that doorway, they're going this way to. 3, 4, 6. They're coming around the other way, and they see you, Cuspid. And first, you watch as they go sort of semi-translucent, like they look out of phase just a little bit. But then they hold out their hand and send some like bolts of energy towards you. That's dark and crackling, and the first one is a 15 to hit.
That just hits.
All right, that's going to be 14 necrotic damage.
Whoa. Okay.
Oh.
And then it does another one, but only gets a critical fail on that one.
Okay.
All right, and in response to what Cora had said, this mortician says, "I don't answer questions from dead people." All right, Radius, it is your turn.
Alrighty. Let's see. We will. I don't like that thing. What is the creature that just attacked Cuspid look like?
I have a handout. I will show you. I am sharing with you Herald of Dust Remnant. This is what they look like. They look sort of, wearied, a little dried out as a person. Also, it looks as though they have lost their lower jaw at some point and recreated one out of translucent wax. That's what they look like.
Well.
But also, right now they're sort of semi-translucent, like their whole body seems out of phase.
Nice.
Well, then I will just firebolt.
Okay.
that one that just attacked Cuspid.
Mm-hmm.
That will be. That is
A 13
13.
does hit.
Nice. Did it roll the damage for me?
No, you click
No,
on.
it did not. Come on, no whammies. Nice. So that is. I would love to pop up on the screen. That'd be excellent. 13 points. Or no, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I haven't seen it come through with damage.
Here.
There we go, with 4 damage. All right.
Woo!
Yeah, so even in their semi-out of phase form, you watch the magical fire, scorch their shoulder, and they grimace. All right. Anything else for your turn?
That's it. Do I have a bonus action I can use? No, I don't think I have one right now. So that'll be it, and I'll stay there with Cuspid.
Okay. Okay, so that brings us back up around to the top to Cora.
All right, that was completely uncalled for. As you can tell,
Hmm.
we're actually alive, and I'm going to double check my 30, 5, 10. All right, and he doesn't have any obvious weapons out, right?
Who, the sky? No, he
This
zapped
guy?
he zapped necrotic energy out of his hand.
All right, so I'm going to move up.
He
Next
does
to
seem to
him.
have surgical tools in a leather apron, but that's
not
not
in
what he
hand.
used. Yeah.
Don't know how AOPS or or
Hmm?
I don't know if there's attacks of opportunity in 5e.
Oh, there are, but only when you're moving away.
Okay, so all right, coming in and casting Thunderclap,
Okay.
which is a cantrip, but he needs to make it's within 5 feet of me, so just
Mhm.
a little circle around me.
Yep.
He needs to make a Constitution save.
Okay. He got a 13.
That is my save DC.
Okay, so meet it to beat it is the rule in
Yep.
5th. Yeah.
All right, so nothing happens.
All right.
But I'm also resistant to
right.
necrotic.
So I think as you send out this, there is dust everywhere that kind of definitely. It's a very cool looking shockwave, but this guy's hair is like blown back a little bit, but he doesn't look terribly impressed otherwise.
What do you use to produce the shock? The thunderclap.
What?
Do you use like a drum, or?
Oh, okay, just for flavor.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, for some reason, yeah, the Zoom's noise algorithm completely eliminated that sound.
Yes.
Wow.
Thanks, Zoom.
You can imagine it.
Yeah, there was a drum. Everyone.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so that's Kura's turn. Kneecap.
Well, now that because it did not go,
Mm-hmm.
did not do any effect.
Mm-hmm.
Kneecap's getting angry,
Mm-hmm.
and Kneecap, who has kind of been hunched over a little bit, straightens up and kind of almost fills out. It seems where he's kind of scrawny,
Mm-hmm.
and his hair kind of starts going up like there's heat that's radiating off, and he rages.
All right.
And so now, so the flesh golem and anybody within 10 feet takes two fire damage.
All right. So yeah, that's Tarsus and Malleus. 2 fire damage for you, as
Sorry.
an aura, flaming aura, erupts from Kneecap, and that does include the flesh golem. In fact,
Yes.
actually, let me double check, because flesh golems sometimes have weird stuff with certain types of. Yes, if as the fire erupts and hits the flesh golem, you watch as it go. Ah!
You
And
just made it rage too.
gonna go ahead and try and hit again.
Okay.
Oh, but a natural one.
Okay. Well, certainly that's not gonna. All right, but you did do 2 fire damage to it. Okay, cool. Malleus.
Okay. Bonus action, Force Ballista.
Mm-hmm. So that's just a standard ranged, right? It's not like a cone or anything? Okay.
No, it's just a standard ranged attack.
Okay. A 10 does in fact hit this big slow-moving flesh golem.
That was the damage.
Oh.
I'm trying to figure out where the problem is figuring out how to actually attack with it.
Okay.
Probably it's probably using your spell attack, so you can click the spell attack to roll that.
Okay.
Wow.
All right.
Nice.
Well, no, that 21 is Cuspid's.
Unfortunately, mine. I was demonstrating.
Yeah. Okay.
Whoops.
I'm gonna click on my Ray of Frost to do it. So I'm not actually doing Ray of Frost.
Okay,
I'm just
fair enough.
doing that to roll spell attack.
I'm sure there's a spot where you can roll on your sheet. I'm gonna look for it real quick.
Okay.
But that 19 will count as the roll, because that will certainly hit, and it does 10 force damage. Is that right?
Yes, and it pushes him back 5 feet away from the cannon.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Because it does have a place to roll for when it's, because it has the bonus action flamethrower version, but not the.
Yeah. And the flamethrower version actually has a DC that you can, because it is a cone of attack. This is.
Well, yes, I know. I'm
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know why it has it only as and that one. I don't know. The artificer's weird on there, but it is the same as the spell attack, so you can always use that. That's fine. All right. So it does 10 force damage as you strike it with a volley of magical force energy.
Okay.
And it strikes, and you watch as bits of its open chest cavity are kind of compressed in like recoil and stretch and tear, and you all hear, those of you extremely nearby anyway, like Tarsus and Kneecap and Malleus at least, would hear a little bit of a jingling sound. Okay.
And he's pushed back. He's pushed back, right?
Yeah, he's pushed back 5 feet.
It doesn't have to make a save?
Nope. Let me double check though. Force Ballista, bonus action, force damage, pushing the target creature up to 5 feet away from the cannon.
So it's like an Eldritch Blast.
Well,
nice.
Yeah, but
does it make a save, or it just does it?
Yeah, that's what. All right.
But it's only 5 feet.
Oh, for Pete's sake. Well, even still though, like, stupid. Ah. Okay.
Yeah, it looks like there's no save. It just happens.
All right. Well, okay then.
It's already got a 2-hit roll. So.
All right, sure. Well, but it's also a secondary effect on top of the damage. Anyway. All right.
Yep.
So.
And that was my bonus action.
All right.
For my action, I'm going to. I don't even know what I'm going to do. I'm gonna be defensive. And
take the dodge action.
I'll take the dodge action and wait.
Okay. All right. That was Malleus. Tarsus, your turn.
That was an effective strategy, I say. So I move to here. I will look at the flesh column. Using my planar war ability, I will designate the flesh golem as my target, that any damage I do to it on a weapon attack this turn will be as force damage, and I will shoot another arrow.
Okay.
See,
what is your feature that lets you do that?
it's called Planar Warrior.
Oh.
As a bonus action, where did it go again? As a bonus action, choose one creature you can see within 30 feet of you. The next time you hit that creature on this turn with a weapon attack, all damage dealt by that attack becomes force damage, and the creature takes an additional 1d8 force damage from the attack.
Well, there you go then. So go ahead and make your attack then.
Let's see if it's a 16.
Okay. 16 hits, yeah.
So that's 10 regular plus the
D8.
D8, yeah.
the 8, only a 1.
Okay.
So that is a total of 11 force damage.
All right.
It does not do any pushing though.
As your arrow midair seems to warp into some strange spectral force projectile, and once again, like, just pierces its strange organs, and it seems irritated by that.
It is vulnerable to fire and force.
All right. And it looks sufficiently irritated that it is going to step forward again and begin trying to beat Kneecap to death. With its hands.
Oh boy.
However, because it is still a little bit afraid of the fire that came off of you before, it is making its attacks with disadvantage. Wow, so that's a critical fail on that first one.
Absolutely does not hit.
Yeah. And only a 10 on the second one.
Does not hit.
Those are some low rolls for him, but sure, that'll do it. All right, so yeah, it's trying to slam at you with these big meaty fists, and yet it's kind of cowering away from the fire that it still senses within you, and it misses. All right, Cuspid, you're up.
Cuspid runs past Millie's character and this
Cora
fellow around to the other side of him, and is going to cast darkness at a point out here. It's a 15-foot radius. It should encompass both him and me.
Okay.
And because I have the
never mind. Go ahead.
And because I have the feature Devil's Sight, I can see in the darkness and he can't. Unless he's got something on that order, not just dark vision, but something even better than that.
Magical darkness. Okay.
Right. So I will draw the circle there, but that's what I'm doing this round.
Okay. The magical darkness takes form, or it appears.
Yeah. So there.
All right. So they sense that you have moved back down there, and it is their turn now, and they're going to move away from you.
Okay, I will take an opportunity attack with my big hammer.
Absolutely.
Wacky whack.
22 to hit.
That'll hit.
Don't back.
Light crossbow?
It does look like you rolled for light crossbow.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Well, then it would have been a 21 to hit.
Okay.
But the damage would still be the same. Would be the same.
Okay.
So actually, it'd be 1 point less because it's strength instead of.
All right.
So 7 points of bludgeoning damage, with the big hammer where the heads are shaped like teeth.
Nice. And it is not a magical hammer?
Yes, it is. It counts as a magic hammer because it's my pact
that's
weapon.
right. Okay. So yeah, you connect despite this slightly out of phase body. You connect and do significant like bludgeoning damage, and they kind of groan as they're hurrying away from you. But then once they get into the light, they see Cora right there. And they're going to try to zap you with necrotic surges.
Do they have disadvantage because they're at point blank range?
No, because it is both melee and
Okay.
ranged attack they can do.
Yep.
But a reasonable question. So the first one is a 16 to hit.
Yes, that hits.
All right, and that's going to
I resist necrotic.
be... Okay. Well, you're going to take 5 instead of 10.
Okay.
And then he attacks again and gets a 21. And this time for you it will be 9 necrotic. So instead of 19.
Ow.
Oof. Ay, ay, ay.
He's just, as he's zapping you, he is just saying, if you lot aren't back on those slabs and getting autopsied in an hour, I'm going to be in such trouble. Radius. This weirdo is zapping the crap out of Cora.
Now, and Cora's the one that's in front of me right now, currently.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right. So
The redhead in front of you instead of the redhead in the other room.
so that means I don't have a lot of this, but no, I don't have a small either. Well, I'll have to. I'm not. I'm gonna hold on to that. Then I will do. How badly are you hurt?
If bloodied's a thing in 5e, I'm bloodied.
Oh, well, that's
It's not
good.
officially mechanically a thing, but it's a useful descriptor nonetheless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That took a bit of a chunk out of me, and oof. I'm glad I resist necrotic.
Okay.
Damn.
Don't worry, if you go down, I
Or
got spare
if
the
not
die.
a barbarian.
Then, is there a? Ooh. I will use. I will cast Unseen Servant, and as a bonus action, I will have it. Seeing as this is a cool feature of the Scribe's Wizard,
Okay.
because I can now cast this as I can cast a ritual as a regular action.
Sure.
And then as the bonus action, I would like to have it try to aid or at least distract.
Well, so I think you can do that like once per long rest or something, right? It's not just forever. Because otherwise you would be able to cast ritual spells for free forever. But let me.
Oh, they're not. Yeah, I don't think they're not free. I still. It's just I don't have to wait.
You
the 10
use the slot, so.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I mean, you can always do that though. I mean, if it, just because a spell is a ritual spell doesn't mean it has to be a ritual. But yes, you can cast Unseen Servant. That's fine.
Oh yeah, and I just wanted to try to. I will see if I can try to get it to help.
Unseen Servants can't do that, I'm afraid.
They can only do normal. Oh, I wanted. There's no door for it to shut. I'm gonna try to shut.
They have like no meaningful strength. They're invisible. They're not very smart.
Yeah. So all right.
You could have them do things like close doors and pull levers and stuff. But that's about it.
And there's no door over there to close. The other guy moved back in the way. So I guess I won't do that then. I will actually, you know what? Screw it. I will magic missile this guy.
Okay. That works.
Gotta do the old classic.
Sure. So magic missiles will certainly automatically hit. So go ahead and roll your damage for it.
Wow. 4.
Okay.
Well,
so is that's
3.
oh, there we go. Yeah, I see.
4 damage. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now at third level, because I'm at third level, so it'd be what? How many miss?
Wait,
Well,
hang on. So
what level slot are you using?
First level.
So it'd be 3.
3. Yeah. So that'd be.
Oh, so
Please,
okay,
please.
so it assumes that it is 3 bolts of 4 damage each. All right. Yeah. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
that's 12. All right, and those strike that guy, and he is definitely looking injured and angry now.
And I will say as I finish my turn, please step away from him. He doesn't seem to like you.
Hmm. All right. That was Radius. Cora, it is now your turn.
Is 5 foot step a thing in 5e or no?
You
Nope.
can move as long as you move within, like if you stay within their melee range, you're fine. You
Mhm.
can move to a different square, but if you move outside their melee range, they can attack.
You can disengage as an action
Yeah.
to avoid an opportunity attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it does take your action to do that.
Yeah, disengage sounds like a good plan.
Okay.
So is that a movement
Yeah.
action?
Yeah. So it's if you disengage, you
Mhm.
can then move away without the opportunity attack. But then you will have
Okay.
used your action. If you have like a bonus action, you can do that. But
Gotcha. And I do. Where are you? Healing hands, is that a regular action?
It is.
I think it is.
As an action.
Healing word is a bonus action spell.
Healing.
Yeah, healing.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm gonna healing word myself.
Okay. All right.
Woohoo!
Okay, so you heal yourself for 7 points. Good job.
Feel better.
Yeah.
Yay.
Okay, Kneecap.
Next.
Okay, well, since it seems like my weapons aren't doing anything, but the heat is, Kneecap is going to rush the flesh golem and try to grapple it.
Okay, yeah. You can make an athletics check.
Yes.
It's gonna make its own.
Oh.
Wow. Okay.
15?
It rolled a natural 1, so yeah, it fails. You have
Okay.
for the moment grappled it.
Yeah. It takes 2 fire damage.
It does?
Yep.
What is
It's
okay.
the aura keeps up.
Oh,
It's
Aura lasts throughout the entire rage.
and so and that means that like anyone within like
Yeah, it's within 10 feet.
oh, so I
Every
need to
round?
take damage.
Okay,
Yeah.
well then that means
Really?
that
Holy
Tarsus
Lord.
and Malleus are taking
Yeah,
another 2 each.
sorry.
Also then. It
Yeah,
also
that's
means you didn't need to grapple, but that's fine. You've
Well,
grappled him nonetheless. All right.
Basically, I'm just trying to keep from
Okay.
getting away.
Okay. Well, he takes another 2 fire damage. Does not like it. He is scared about being grappled, but also Malleus and Tarsus, you've each taken another 2 fire damage too. From
Yeah.
this
So
fiery
optimal
little.
Probably need
strategy.
to move forward by 5 feet.
I mean, you're right there. He's not.
Okay.
Yeah, they're
My computer is being weird about the lighting, about displaying things.
okay.
Yeah.
I mean, he's
Okay.
yeah. So he got pushed back, and then he moved back up to you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So Malleus, it's your turn. It seems clear that that fire thing is going to probably keep happening.
Yeah, I'm not real pleased about that, but on the plus side, I'm not within melee range of it. So I am going to shoot him with a force ballista, and I think I've got this fixed to where it actually will do the thing. So force ballista.
Okay.
And that is a 12 to hit.
That will hit.
For 11 points of damage.
All right. And it is pushed back 5 feet, and I'll let you make a strength saving throw, Kneecap, to try to maintain the grapple instead of having it be yanked out of your grasp.
Okay. I was gonna say
If you want to let it go, that's fine. I assumed you wanted to keep grappling it.
19.
Okay, yeah, you're able to be pulled along with it. Like it is shot, scooted across the floor, but you go along with it.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else from Malleus?
That wasn't my
back up?
intended. That wasn't the intended.
Result?
What I intended to do, but That does work to get us out of range out of whatever the hell that fiery thing
It does
was.
not, in fact, because you're still within 10 feet.
So
Well,
I'm
now,
going to
yeah.
use.
Yeah.
I'm going to move out of range.
Okay, you're still not.
I'm still not. Okay.
10 feet.
10
Well, then
feet,
that-
yeah.
You need to
10
be
feet.
more than 2 squares away from Kneecap. There you
Okay.
go.
So I'm going to go on the other side of Cora and like, oh look.
Oh, look, new friend.
Mhm.
All right.
All right, Tarsus.
All right, I will use my bonus action. My bonus action for Planet Warrior to designate the flesh column as the target,
Mhm.
and I will shoot it with a force changed arrow again.
Okay. Did you use your action, Malleus? Or was
I
firing
don't-
the thing was just your bonus
Oh,
action, I think?
yeah.
Firing the thing was my bonus action.
Okay.
Oh,
I was trying to figure out if I can cast. It doesn't say if I can cast spells at the same time.
You can, yeah. If they're in action.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In that case, I want to do Ray of Frost at dude with an unfortunate face.
Okay.
So that is a
Minister
14.
of Lint or whatever.
14 to hit does hit. Yes.
Okay, and so that is 6 points of cold damage.
Okay.
And its speed is reduced by 10 feet.
All right. Okay. There's all right. Yep. Okay, so sorry, Tarsus, you had
Okay.
already rolled with your 21.
Yep,
That hits.
I hit.
Yeah.
okay, so I get 7 for that,
7.
plus 2. It's a total of 9. Oh,
Where's the 7? I'm
what's up?
seeing a
Oh,
10.
10, you're right. I was 7 plus 3. 7 plus 3 is 10, right? So
Okay.
10 plus 2 from the force is a total of
All right.
12.
12. Okay.
And
You're definitely whittling this thing down. It's looking pretty beat up. It's what we could say bloodied at this point. Yeah. Okay.
And I will move
yeah.
because I don't want to be in the fire anymore.
Sure.
So 5, 10. I will move to here to
Mhm.
be surprised to see
Yeah.
the new friend.
All right. So Kneecap, it is still afraid of you. Huh? Was someone saying something?
No.
No, I coughed.
Okay. It is still afraid of you, and so it is still rolling at disadvantage. But it is going to try to just slam you again.
Okay.
Gets an 11,
Miss.
and then another 11.
That's her miss. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
The disadvantage is probably saving me.
Oh
quite
yeah,
a lot.
absolutely. You would have taken something like 40 damage at this point otherwise. All right. Okay. That
I'd
is
still
the
be
Flex
up,
Golem's turn.
actually.
Cuspid.
Hey, Cuspid steps forward, still shrouded by the darkness.
Mm-hmm.
And takes a swing at him with her big old warhammer.
With advantage, because you're in the dark. They can't see
Right.
you.
Oh, that's nice.
Moment. So, grand total of 15,
That will hit.
and it's two-handed, so that's 4 points of damage.
Okay. All right. They're still up, but they're looking pretty hurt at this point.
And yeah, that's all.
Okay. It is their turn now. They, I think, are going to. They're going to run up this way, so
Okay.
you probably get your opportunity attack.
Yep. Once again with advantage.
Mhm.
15.
Yep.
For 5 points of damage.
All right. So they're running. Let's see, 10, 20, 30, and they're going to shoot. I think they're going to fire at. I think they're going to fire at Tarsus. And
Did they?
What?
Did they get their full movement?
Oh yes, you're right. Okay.
It's
Sorry.
limited.
Well, okay. So It is fine. I might sometimes forget stuff, but you
Yeah.
can say,
Yeah.
remember that their movement speed was reduced instead of they get their full movement, because then I have to connect the dots. All right, it's fine.
Okay.
But you were right. I forgot, and I moved them back 10 feet because
Okay.
they were reduced. So, all right, and then they're gonna try to send necrotic surges at Tarsus, and that's a 22 is the first one
A 22 will hit.
for 15 necrotic damage.
Holy hell!
I'm going to cutting words to reduce the damage
Okay.
at least a little bit.
Is it reduce the damage, or is it reduce the attack roll?
I can cutting words. It's attack roll, ability check, or damage roll.
Okay, sure. All right, so you got a 2, so it's was 13 necrotic damage instead of 15.
Okay.
The next second attack was only a 9 to hit. So
that will miss.
Yeah. All right, so he is looking concerned at this point. Radius, it's your turn.
Oh, he's great.
Alrighty, so that one is running. There's one fighting around the corner. And the one running looks pretty beat up.
Yes.
Alrighty, so that means I will. I don't have any other thing, do I? Oh well. We'll do it again. Magic missile.
Okay. Yep. So yeah, that will auto hit. So just go ahead and roll the damage.
So that is 5 each. So that's 15.
Yeah. The force bolts obliterate them. It zaps right through their semi-translucent form, and they re-engage with the rest of physical reality, and slump to the ground.
And with that, I will move down the hallway behind my new fellow who is fighting in the doorway.
All right.
Watch out for that fire damage.
Mm-hmm.
And
you're in range.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
Yes. So you can go to the other door.
Oh yeah. The other door?
The other
door
door
that
would
he came
require
out
you to
of
be
over
walking
here.
into the sphere of magical darkness.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
fair.
Mm-hmm.
but I'll be fine.
Okay,
I can deal with the damage. I'll be fine.
All right.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay, Cora, your turn.
So your magical darkness, Cuspid, dark vision doesn't cut through it?
That's correct. It is.
Okay.
Magical darkness.
Yes.
5, and I'm not high enough for my daylight yet. 5, 15. All right. I know what the corridor looked like when we came by, so I'm going to move. And I know where I can I'll put a hand against the wall.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
And can I double move?
Yeah, you
Or
can
no?
if you use your action. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll use my action to further move.
Okay.
So I can see into this room.
Well,
you're still in the darkness.
In this black circle, it is completely pitch black. You cannot see anything.
Oh, okay. Then, well, I kind of remember how things went before. So,
I mean, if you're feeling along the wall, I think I can.
Feeling along the wall so that I can, get to here.
Yeah. I think you bump against the door for a moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's my turn.
All right. Kneecap.
Okay.
Another 2 fire damage for the golem and for
2.
Radius.
Yes.
And
see. Do I need to maintain the grapple?
No, it has to try to break the grapple, but at the same time, I think, Yeah, I think you can attack it while maintaining the grapple. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have advantage or anything though.
Well, I will attack it, and I will do so with advantage by going reckless.
Okay.
So.
All right.
Oh, and that is a crit.
Okay. With what?
Oh, that's the flail. So
Okay.
it's a
Yeah.
non-magical.
Yeah.
So damage doesn't matter.
You hit it really hard, and it just thump, sticks into it for a moment, and then sort of boop, pops back out. But you hit it really hard.
That just makes him even angrier.
Yeah.
When I
maddened it.
Yes.
Oh yeah, when I got hit with the fire from his side, I want to use my reaction to use absorb elements.
Okay.
Nice.
All right.
Careful.
Sure. All right. So you're going to only take 1 fire damage.
Right.
You have it stored. Sure.
Yep.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So that was Kneecap's turn. Malleus.
Neat.
I think I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is he actually like a body?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
He's material again.
All right. So I'm going to flush his pockets.
Okay. Well, you cannot do that in 1 round, so you can begin searching him if you want.
Yep.
All right. Okay, so that is Malleus's turn. Tarsus.
Right. So there's still the darkness, and I can't get near the barbarian because I am extremely wounded, and that aura will burn me alive. I'll just turn to my new companion and say, "Will you dispel the darkness? The creature might be shot from behind." And I will move. So where's the edge of this darkness?
The black circle.
The black line.
Oh, okay, the whole black circle. So
Yeah.
I will then move to here. That didn't put me in the darkness, did it? I don't see
Yes.
the
Yep,
dark.
you're in it.
Yes. Do
Okay,
you not see this black circle?
Oh no, I did not see the black circle.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Do you see it now?
Will go,
Okay.
I will go to here then and wait patiently.
Do you not see the black circle?
No, I do not see. Oh, there I see the black circle. There it is.
I filled it in.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I didn't see the line. Okay, yeah, so I will
All
go to here and then just basically wait for my new companion to dispel it.
Do you not see it now?
No, I see it now. I see it now.
Okay, all right. I don't know why you
I,
didn't see
I
it.
filled it in briefly so that he could see it,
All right.
and then
Well, I think
I
people's
was
screens
seeing
aren't
the
refreshed.
line of
Okay,
this.
yeah. All right,
of
go
the
ahead.
shapes that I
Okay, so
mistaken.
we see it. Let's go ahead.
That's it. That's all I'm doing.
All right.
all right.
Okay, it's the flesh golem's turn. It is going to try to break the grapple. Because it wants to get away from you. And so it is making a competing athletics check. It got a 14.
Pretty sure a raging
A
barbarian
dirty
gets
20.
advantage.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay. Yeah. So it fails to break the grapple. It is. Yeah. That's what happens. All right. Cuspid.
Cuspid comes over to the door and heads inside, still staying inside the darkness for now.
Mm-hmm.
As a bonus action, will drop concentration on the darkness.
Okay.
And cast hex on the golem.
All right.
And give it disadvantage on strength checks.
Okay. And that's checks, not attack rolls, though, right?
That's correct. It's
Okay,
just
yeah.
checks, not
Gotcha.
saves, not
Yeah,
attacks,
okay.
just checks.
Yeah. All right. That is your turn, right?
That is my turn.
Okay. The mortician is dead. Radius.
I will. So are both of them dead now, or is
No.
there still
No,
one up?
the golem's
Okay,
still
the
Oh,
going.
flesh golem is still
yeah.
right there. Yeah.
All
So
right.
I'm sorry. But yeah.
So then I will. That'll be my last first. Might as well. I will cast magic missile on it, and I
Okay.
will use the damage type of the absorb elements to make my magic missiles fire damage.
Okay.
That'll be the last first level spell slot I've got. But fire seems to work on these guys.
All right.
Well, so does force, but
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. So go ahead and make the attack roll or magic missile. Right. Never mind. So yeah. So roll the damage though.
Okay.
Let's do that one to do good. All right, so that'd be 9 points. Hold on, get it to
Yep.
show up here.
Mm-hmm.
Of fire damage on that guy.
All right.
And that'll be my turn.
Mm-hmm. Cora.
All right. I'm sick of this. Second level spell, Shatter. I am going to focus the sphere so that it only catches the golem.
Mm-hmm. Well, and a bunch of the furniture in the room, but that's fine.
Yeah.
It seems like you probably don't
I'm
care
not
about
worrying
Fine.
about the
that.
furniture.
All right. Sure. Yeah. So it's going to
Piles
make a.
of chemicals.
I figured. I just was making.
Yep. Save DC is 13,
Okay. It got a natural 20 for a 24.
so it only takes half damage.
Correct. All right. So that's going to be 7 thunder damage.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. All right. And then there's the clatter of and clink and tinkle of broken glass and metal and all sorts of apparatus equipment flying everywhere. All
And
right.
breaking.
Blame
Yeah.
the mortician.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Kneecap.
Yeah. So 2 damage,
Mm-hmm.
fire, and then
That's going to hit Radius again because you didn't move out of the way.
Nope.
Yep. And see. I just don't. I don't have anything else I can actually that can really do anything. So, I'm just gonna keep holding him.
All right, yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I can really dodge.
I will allow that you could hold your action to try to grapple again if it breaks your grapple. I'll allow that.
I'll do that. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So Malleus.
Still rifling pockets.
Okay. I mean, I think you discover that it's got a disappointing. It's got some rusty, crappy surgical tools.
Uh-huh.
And it has a little on its belt. It has what looks like a broken loop that is designed to hold a key ring.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's disappointing.
Hmm.
So he's going to wander back down
All right.
to Denim and join Tarsus
Okay.
in the hall.
Tarsus, your turn.
I will turn to my companion. We must aid in the destruction of the creature.
Mm-hmm.
So I will move. So how can I move in this darkness?
It's
How
gone.
fast-
Darkness is gone.
Oh,
You
darkness is
just
gone.
missed it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Mm-hmm.
25. That's all I can do. Oh, I can't see well in here. Oh, 25. Can I see the? I'll go move here. I can see the golem. All right.
Mm-hmm.
I'll move to here. I will use planar warrior, and I will shoot it with a force arrow.
All right.
That is a natural 1, so that will do nothing.
No. All right. So that is the end of your turn. It is the flesh golem's turn. It is going to continue to try to hit Kneecap at disadvantage because of the fire.
damage.
12.
Nope.
16
Hits.
for 17 bludgeoning damage, which I imagine is halved because of your rage, but it is going to still be 8 bludgeoning damage. Also, hang on. Actually, let me roll a d6. Nope. All right. Does not go berserk.
Yep,
Mm-hmm. All right, Cuspid, you're up.
All right.
This
It's like-
gigantic composite patchwork of flesh is screaming and groaning and trying to get away from this gnome that's got it around the ankles.
It's like,
Ugh, ugh.
and
Cuspid says,
the gnome is kind of chewing at separate parts of the flesh.
Yeah.
Cuspid
Wait.
runs up. Saying, the other guy doesn't have any teeth. You better have some teeth. And tries to go smack him in the head with her warhammer.
He still has this upper jaw.
Well, that's true. I thought just okay. From the picture, it looked like his entire mouth
No,
was
the
left.
lower jaw. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. All right. Well, okay. I'll say that for the time being, she was just mistaken about
Okay.
him.
You didn't look carefully. It was
It
there
didn't
was
look
a
good.
lot.
It was there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
So anyways, that's a 13 to hit.
Does hit.
Two-handed does 7 points of damage plus necrotic damage from the hex. 6 point more damage, so
Wow.
a total of 13 damage.
It is looking very rough now.
And that is a magical weapon.
Yeah. No, I got it.
oh, nice.
All right, Radius.
All kinds of pink sparkles and things trail after it, and she smacks it. Little butterflies and hearts and things.
I will cast Mind Sliver on it.
Okay.
Thank you.
It's a
Does he even have a
DC
mind to
13
do that?
DC 13 intelligence check.
Okay.
Intelligence save.
Yeah.
Or
Not that it's much
DC save.
Yeah. And I usually I think it works for this, but I think that spell does require a basic minimum intelligence, but I believe 6 is above that. So.
Yeah.
But it got a natural 20 for a total of 18. So I think that
It
does
had
save, though.
It has a spark of inspiration.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
All right. Does it still take half damage or something?
That's a cantrip, right?
Yeah, it's a cantrip.
Okay, so probably not then.
No, yes, it doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything.
All right. So, Cora, your turn.
Okay. I don't want to blow my other second level spell. So I think I'm just going to ready to Bardic Inspire the next let's see, I'm just double checking.
Kneecap is next, then
Yep.
Actually, yeah, I'm going to Bardic Inspiration, ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
Millie, if you would not mind my advice,
Go ahead.
the thing hits really hard.
Yeah,
Why don't you use your inspiration for cutting words to reduce its attack rolls?
Okay, yeah, so I'll wait to do that.
All right. So, that would make it Kneecap's turn.
Yep.
And so that's another 2 fire damage that's going to apply to Radius and Cuspid as well.
I am resistant.
All right, well, 1 fire damage for you then.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. And
I like you. You're hot.
Oh.
and Kneecap is just gonna be ready to grab again if it escapes.
Sure. All right, Malleus. Out in the hallway.
Out in the hallway, twiddling his thumbs. It's like,
Sure. Yeah.
you know,
You can't. Can you
I
send
like
your cannon in?
no, because Cannon only has 15 feet of movement per turn, and I made him tiny.
Well, you're carrying him though.
Yeah. So 1,
If you're carrying
2,
it,
3,
it's
4,
not limited
5.
by. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll just pop in here.
Mm-hmm.
I can't see anything. It's
Yeah,
like, all right. So what's going on?
No line of sight. Yeah. All right. Tarsus.
All right, let's same versus the first. We'll use our Planar Warden. We will designate it, and we will take another force shot at this creature.
Mm-hmm.
Back where we started, and that's a 13.
A 13 hits.
That's why not roll? Oh, there we go. It just took time. 5 points for that.
Hmm.
Plus 4 more, so 9 total force damage.
All
on the
right.
creature.
It is teetering. It is falling,
Teetering.
coming apart at the seams, but it is not yet down. And that makes it its turn now. And it is aware that a new target came and hit it from behind. And so it is going to turn its... well, first of all, I rolled a d6 to see if it's berserk. And it is. Although all that means in this case is not going to be that different. It's...
Yeah.
But in any case, it is going to try to slam you, Cuspid, but it's doing so at disadvantage because it took fire damage. So that's an 11 to hit.
That misses.
And a 9 to hit.
That misses.
All right.
Lucky.
Okay, so that's its turn. Cuspid, you're up. This thing's
All
got
right.
1 hit point.
Yeah, I accidentally closed my character sheet. Let me give me just a moment to reopen it. And
You will need that,
and
Yeah,
I'm
just
gonna hit it with my hammer.
Do it.
13 to hit.
Yep, that hits. So tell me how you finish this thing off.
When this is gonna be hits it right in the side of the head, and its teeth just go in a big spray
Slow
of
motion, of course.
flesh. Yeah, and they bounce off the wall and come back, and and she's just like, as they kind of fall around her like a glittering rain.
Mm-hmm. Very nice. Okay, yeah. So
And then it spins around a couple of times and collapses in the.
Mm-hmm.
And as the
right.
body falls, Kneecap is going to go in and kind of in rage dig into it for the jingling sound.
Okay, yeah. So we'll do that in just a second. But here's a quick question. Obviously, now that we've done a first combat, this map has elaborate dynamic lighting and line of sight and so on there. I can turn that off if the consensus is to turn it off. I think it's neat, but I know that it slows things down and not everybody likes it. So I want to, now that we've done a little bit with it on, what would you like?
I have no veto. It worked for me.
I would like for it to be turned off because it really messes with my computer.
Okay. Do we have anyone who
Yeah,
would
just
really
call-
be
if
sad if
it's-
it was on or off?
Yeah, if it's really messing with David's computer, I think we should turn it off, as neat as it is.
Okay.
Yeah, it is. It is really neat though.
I absolutely would agree with it being on if my machine was
Yeah, let's not have your machine cook itself.
All right. Well, I'm going to turn it off, but I think for the moment that will probably make it so you see the whole map. And so please let me take a moment to do Fog of War instead. What?
where Kneecap is in the doorway looks really, really interesting. It's like the door is on top of him.
Yeah.
Shoot, how do I can't I don't know how to make it do Fog of War now. Wait. Okay. You probably because the thing is like
That
It-
is really cool.
all right.
That is
So
cool.
the problem is I think what they've got now is that if like I can't oh, let's see, legacy lighting. Okay. That will let me do Fog of War, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
This technical difficulty is brought to you by the Dragon's Bite Tavern in the beautiful Delta District of
Okay.
Tabatabai, with its rainbow, rain showers, gorgeous mountain views, and drinks from all over the syndicate.
Okay, legacy lighting. Okay. Okay, so now you probably lost everything, and I will
Yep.
reveal stuff that you have seen via the Fog of War tool.
Okay.
All right. Let me reload. Here we go.
Well, yeah, I mean, this is the price that you pay for not not like it and it wow it only it's tied to the grid now. That's interesting. It didn't used to be that way. Okay.
Also, on my screen, came out really gray.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
just like, and
But, you know,
while I can click on my token, I can't actually see it, or any of the token for that matter. So
Why?
I don't know.
See, what? Did it put everybody on the? Okay, everyone try just refreshing your screen because it's
Okay.
what? Why is
Yeah.
everything in?
No change. I'll try logging out and logging in again.
I'm gonna load a different page and then.
Oh.
No. See, this is. Yeah, so I don't know how to.
Okay. Well, can we go back to the way it was?
I could try turning that on, but it's. I don't know. I don't know what the issue is here. Why? So I don't know if this will work. Hang on. Okay, I'm going to try putting it back with the other mode, but daylight mode instead. So does that at least like? No, see, this isn't. Yeah, see now it's like okay. I'm sorry, everyone. This is frustrating. I know that it's like so how does it look for everyone now? Does it look like it did before or
Yep.
Yeah.
It's back to
Yeah.
normal.
Yep.
For me, it's like really gray, but I can see my token. And
well, it is
everything
dim
else.
light in here, which is the
Right.
part of the issue. So if your character
Right.
doesn't have dark vision, then they're
Which I do.
yeah. Okay. Well, okay, but it's all right. Well,
But yeah, I can at least see what's going on.
I wish that I knew how to. Okay, is it like because I don't want to have David be struggling on his computer, but I don't know why having it the other way. Like so. Okay, what about now? How does it look for everyone now?
All
It's
black except the doors.
Yep.
Yep.
Why would that be? Stupid roll 20. Like, give us an opportunity to have the. Why is it like this? Just let me see the friggin' map. Okay. All right. Well, you know what? I think that the only thing we can do, and I mean, this is disappointing, I think, but do you all see it now?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, and in fact, it looks right with the
Well,
fog of war and
Yeah,
everything.
I'm seeing fog of war and yeah.
Okay. I don't
Okay.
know what the problem was, but it seems like it's okay now. So,
Yeah.
all right.
Okay. We can move
So,
on.
apologies for the delay, everybody.
Yes.
So,
So
yeah, Kneecap was digging through the guts of the flesh golem. It is very gross. It seems like something that wouldn't maybe bother Kneecap, though.
Nope.
And you do
And-
eventually find a scalpel and a pair of forceps and a ring of 2 keys.
Okay.
nice.
Ooh, the keys might be useful.
Yes.
Yep.
And
So
the
yeah.
scalpel and forceps, Kneecap just throws to the side.
Mm-hmm.
Not towards anybody.
And Cuspid is giggling as she scoops up the teeth and puts them into a pouch on her belt.
All right.
What is that purpose? The purpose of doing so, Cuspid?
Oh, you don't know. So there's this guy called the Tooth Fairy. Well, guy, girl, not exactly sure, never actually met them. But if you put teeth under your pillow at night, you get money in the morning.
This may be a lucrative way to obtain coin.
It got me through childhood and adolescence.
How
That's
about adulthood?
Oh yeah, I mean, I basically just it's how I make my living.
Radius kind of Radius kind of looks at you for a second and says, "The Tooth Fairy is real."
Oh yeah, oh yeah. We'll see. We'll see. I'm sure there'll be some like bedding down time at some point, and she reaches into her sack and pulls out this pillow that's got a big it's a black pillow with white embroidery all over it. The embroidery is really kind of crude. It's clearly made by someone who doesn't actually know a lot about embroidery, and it's not made with like embroidery floss. It's made with dental floss, and it has a big tooth on it, and what looks like might have been intended to be lace around the edges, except again it's just kind of tied together out of string. And I even have a special pillow to use for it.
Alrighty.
this will be interesting.
And uh, as an aside, as Kneecap holds up the keys, the heat fades and Kneecap goes kind of back to his hunch.
The aura of fire that you produce is effective, although dangerous to those who would support you in battle.
Yeah, sorry.
I will remember not to remain within range of a fire in future encounters, should there be any.
Oh,
Okay.
as
Shall
a
we continue
player,
to find the records room?
Yes, let's keep looking.
So if more things attack us, I think we might want to take a rest before we do too much more exploring.
A short rest would not be unwelcome. I am more than moderately damaged.
Uh,
Out of character, Tarsus wants a short rest.
Sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
That probably won't be a problem. I mean, this is a place of business where the employees seem to be hostile, but
Well, if we
Yeah.
close the doors
We
here
close doors here.
and stay out of sight, I think we can
Minimize,
avoid.
yep. And
Though we may want to drag that corpse out of the hallway.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Affirmative.
I'll take
Kneecap's
care of
gonna
that.
go to the body and grab an ankle and just drag
sure.
him in.
The bloodstains in the floor will just mix in with all the other ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Kneecap handles the body really easily because he's a strong little guy.
And
as
wait a minute, he has an upper jaw. I hadn't noticed that before. I thought his whole mouth was. All right, hold on. And she pulls out a set of pliers. Gotta get the Lord his due.
Alrighty then. And as we're doing the short rest, I'm going to at least fiddle around a little bit with my drum and such, and I have Song of Rest. So we get an extra those who can hear my song during the short rest, we get an extra 2 points of healing on the short rest.
Nice.
That is very appreciated. So describe this kind of song that you're singing.
It's primarily just a fairly gentle rhythmic drumming at the moment. And it just kind of calming and soothing, almost like a heartbeat.
And the 2-year-old is how much extra?
That's extra damage. I mean, extra healing.
Mm-hmm.
Short rest.
Kneecap is back at the full.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah.
So if you guys are sitting for an hour, I mean, you tell me.
Yeah.
If you're all just taking a nap or something, that's fine.
Oh no, Malleus is shining up his scales.
Okay. Kneecap will go to.
I'm back up the full.
This one we didn't hear much from. Yeah, Malleus and say, "Oh, you."
I'm trying to. I'm actually drawing a blank because Malleus is just. I'm going to say Malleus just kind of blinks at him and goes back to shining his scales because that's the most important thing.
Okay.
I mean, who are you is a difficult question for all of you just now, anyway.
Yes.
Here's I have a question for Stone.
Okay.
I can cast spells without my spellbook, but do I have my spellbook?
Yes, you have all your stuff.
Okay, good. You all see Radius kind of move over to a corner by himself and sit down and open something. Like he has his back facing away from you and he opens it and starts to mumble.
Oh,
he's
absolutely going to be standing behind and.
Well, let's let Jason actually establish what he's establishing first. But then, okay.
And you see him start to mumble, and if you're listening quietly or listening close enough, because we are in the same room, you hear something talking back to him.
It's like, Radius, I don't know what the problem is. Some of my pages are blank. A great number of them, in fact. What has happened to us?
I don't remember. I was going to ask you, but it seems like neither of us can remember how we got here. He kind of looks over his shoulder a little bit and says, I don't know who any of these people are. Or, well,
This
these
is highly... It's outrageous. I can't even comprehend the rudeness of... Cause the pages
It's
are blank. What are we going to do?
and Rudius kind of almost smirks at this as he's looking down at what's in his hands, and he's like, "It's okay, calm down. I have you. I can recover anything that's missing. Though I don't know if we'll have time right now. Looking at the looking over at the rummaged corpse, and
So I
and
think
he kind of
yeah, you would notice Kneecap lurking, I think.
was going to try to keep you. He's like, would you like me to keep you secret, or is that fine?
Well, I mean, I don't think that I need to be a secret precisely. I mean, after all, but who are these people? What is this place?
I don't know, but that one seems to like to eat weird things. Remember, and it also catches fire.
Don't like that.
Yeah, and actually, hmm. His
Earth bag.
and he'll Radius will look over and say, everyone, this is Tilly. Tilly, everyone.
Hello.
My designation is Tarsus.
You all see that his spell book is what says this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
As you hold it open, it has like a face in it. Is that what you were thinking?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it was like kind of like in the old Disney fairy tales.
Okay.
Yeah, it is. It's a middle-aged woman with little half moon glasses displayed on the pages. Is like, yes, I accompany Master Radius and aid him in his magical endeavors.
hello.
That sounds convenient.
Well,
Yeah, that's-
it's usually
that's-
more convenient when my pages are blank.
Well, at
You
least
see
that's
him
one of us.
Out
Names.
a folded piece of paper. Words for book. Book words.
as Radius sets down his book on his lap and he rubs the spine caringly, he takes the paper from you.
It's a badly drawn map of some place on a thing. Yeah.
Hmm.
Keep for now.
Oh, that's charming.
I would like to make an intelligence check to see if I can recognize what he drew.
Oh my God. Yeah, I
Uh,
don't know.
Yeah.
I'm pretty smart. Would that be like just a straight intelligence?
I think it would probably honestly be. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, just I would say history if you have that.
Yeah, I got history. I'll take that. Ew.
I'm warning you though that it's going to be high at the moment.
Okay. 13?
Yeah, I think no. But then again, you don't remember a whole lot right now, so.
Yeah. Hmm.
I will say that it does look like it is at least supposed to be an actual map.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I was like, Tilly, keep this and we'll look on it again when my head clears.
Yeah. So I think you kind of place it in between a couple of pages, and she's like, "Yes, we'll just keep that safe then. All right."
No. He says, now Tilly, say thank you.
Thank
trying to
you,
return-
young man. Please don't set me on fire.
Oh my god.
He
Oh my
kept
god.
no fire.
He was only trying to help Tilly.
No, I said thank you. I said it was charming. You're
And,
asking a lot of me right now when a lot of my pages are blank.
Kneecap does
It-
not
it-
look insulted at all.
He
So that is
continues to
an
rub.
interesting development that not only have our memory has been messed with, but your book has been messed with as well.
Indeed.
The
And
memories
he
of your
continues,
book, Tilly.
he continues to rub her spine, and he's like, well, since we're in this room, I'll try to look around and see if any of the pages are missing,
Mhm.
or if there's anything in this room of note, since we're going to be sitting around with it.
Yeah.
So yeah, as you flip through, a lot of the pages, like all of the early pages, like where all your lower level spells are seem to be there. But you get this, like, but there are many, many more pages in this book that are blank, but with a strange sort of like shimmer to them, where like every so often as you're turning it, you think for a second, did you see something there? But no. And it's just, yeah, so there is the vast majority of this book seems to be blank.
Mm.
I don't suppose any of you folks, by any chance, kept a journal or a diary. I mean, I know
I'll
you didn't.
put out my, like, essentially my bardic notebook, like, not more of like songs and such. And I'm going to guess that anything that might be much more my personal history dependent will have a similar shimmer on it. But in general, it's not a diary as such.
I mean,
Not
I'm a
such
I'm a
thing.
kind of a live in the moment kind of gal, so I didn't, but
My memories are all
Yep.
internal, and they are missing.
Mm.
hmm.
Yep. No luck here.
Yeah, and it is like, yeah, my notebook doesn't have anything that specific.
GM, can I make an intelligence roll to recognize the fact that all our names are Bones?
Sure. And you know what? You don't even need to, like,
Okay.
you don't have to make
Okay.
those rolls. You
Then,
can-
then Tarsus announced, I have detected a common thread amongst us. All our designations refer to bones of anatomy of creatures.
Wow, really?
Hmm.
Mm.
That doesn't sound like a coincidence.
Negative.
Yeah.
For all of us to have waken up here, not have any memories, my spell book being tampered with, and our names are associated, yeah, I definitely don't think that's a coincidence. Though I would also want to wager a guess and say that those two were not the only ones here. And if they aren't very happy with us for being alive, then I would hope that the others would not attempt to make us not alive, just as they did.
Hmm.
Well,
Affirmative.
the skeletons across the hall are watching some kind of puppet performance, and they didn't come out when it got noisy. So
Fair enough.
don't.
I'm not inclined to go ask them. I don't think that's going to be any real value.
Mm-hmm.
We should
But,
continue our search for the record room.
There's a doorway down the other end of that hallway that we could.
Yeah,
we could go
we
check
Yeah.
should
out.
check that out.
So
Yeah.
you did complete the short rest without interruption.
Good.
Okay.
Nice.
Yep. And looking around the rest of the room, there's not really
Well,
anything in.
I mean, there is like there was you know, a lot of like surgical tools. Many of them are like warped and scratched now from getting blasted off the desk. There's, various, vials and jars full of organs, some of which are broken now. There does seem to be another body under a sheet on a gurney across the room. But it is, it does seem to be a room with a singular purpose.
Right.
Decaf will just use a sickle to just lift the sheet a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, probably see something very dead, possibly decomposed.
Yeah.
And then just put it back and then say.
In fact, it seems to be just parts separated.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, we go.
Yeah.
And head to the door.
Right.
And yeah, he's gonna head to the spar door and try and seem to try and be very try and act stealthy.
Okay. Well, you go ahead and make a stealth check.
Oh, 17.
All right. Yeah, that's pretty stealthy.
For yeah, pretty good for a +1.
Mm-hmm. All right. So you see the same hallway as before?
Yep. Malice is going to come out and join you.
Mm-hmm. Are you being stealthy?
Probably not, no.
All right.
I can be stealthy, so I will try to be.
All right.
Be a little stealthy as well.
Well, it kind of does. It only takes one of you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, the reason that I wasn't trying to be is because those skeletons are just kind of hanging out and having a good time, and they didn't. I mean, we were having a full-on battle out here, and they didn't.
It's true.
So.
It's true. I'm just saying that it does. It kind of makes everyone else being stealthy moot. Is all.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. So you've got another pair of doors up here.
Gonna push. Kind of.
Open them up. Yep.
Open one and peek through.
Okay.
We're kind of quite shy about getting within 10 feet of you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes,
so,
exactly.
as you open the doors in there and peek inside, you see 6 mortuary stretchers, chilled drawers sized for medium creatures, line the walls of this frigid chamber. So it is cold in there, and you see 6 of those, morgue drawers.
At the records room.
Yeah. You do, however, with the doors open, hear from one of them a sound like
Oh, hey.
All right, someone else.
Gonna go and try and tell which one that came from, and then
go ahead and make a perception check to try to figure out which one it is.
Yeah. I'll help out.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Likewise.
So you do advantage then?
Yep.
So first was 11. And 11 is the higher.
Okay. I think that you can tell that it is one of the 2 farthest from the doors. It's one or the other of those.
He'll try and pull out this one.
Okay. Make a strength check.
Just strength.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. A 19.
Yes, you are easily able to pull out the drawer, and on the slab is a zombie that, when exposed to the light, goes and tries to cover
Push it
its
back
eyes.
in.
All right, yeah.
And go the other one and try and pull it out.
Yep, make another strength check.
10.
Okay, yeah, that one's sticking a little bit, and but as you are jiggling it, you are definitely hearing the thumping and the muffled shouting intensify.
Okay.
Try again.
Yep.
All right.
Okay. Another check.
Yep. Malleus will help.
Okay. So advantage.
The 2 small members of the party are over here.
Okay, 19.
Yeah. So you open it, and emerging is a relatively ordinary human who is dressed much the same as the give me the token. Dressed much the same as the other the mortician, but they seem to be human and not semi undead in the way the other one was. Let me grab that token. Okay, thank you. And they sit up and they just like they're looking at you and they're like chill, just like, oh my gosh, thank you. Well, wait, who are all of you? What?
We're not quite sure. We woke up
Oh.
here. Don't remember who we are very well. We're looking for the records room. You know where it is?
Um, I think it's one of the ones on the other side of the crematorium. I think it's my first day. I
You have
went
to
there.
go through
I
the
had a double shift.
crematorium?
I had a double shift, and I was laid down to just take a nap, and I woke up and they must have thought I was dead because they put me in the drawer.
They seem to have a hard time with identifying dead people around here.
Do they?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Affirmative.
they thought we were dead too.
Yes, it seems that
They
they do
give
their
kind of
job
all of you
too well.
another look, and then they say, "Wow, okay. I mean, obviously you're here talking to me, and I owe you my gratitude. So I'm not trying to like mince words, but y'all looked pretty dead."
Oh, you saw
You
us come
saw
in.
us?
Yeah.
Okay. Good to know.
I mean, but like obviously, like they don't know what they're doing because, like, you looked dead to me, but here you are. So
Well, no, hold on. It is conceivable that we were in fact dead when we arrived, but were revived by something once we got here. So
does that happen?
I don't know. Weird things happen sometimes. Now, here's the thing, right? Any details you can give us about how we arrived here would be very useful information to us. I don't have any cash on me right now, but as soon as I've had some time to sleep, I will, and I will gladly reward you if you can tell us any details of how we got here. Like if you know who brought us in or anything like that.
You got dumped down the chute like all the other bodies.
Shoot.
Shoot.
There's
Yeah.
a shoot.
There's a chute?
There's a chute.
Where's the
And
chute?
that I assume it's also on the other side of the crematorium.
Yeah.
You have to go through the crematorium to get to work. That is a very strange
I
way
didn't build the place. I just thought that this would, like, I mean, the Heralds of Dust, like they have like a reputation, like they know what they're doing, and my mom thought that I needed a profession, so here I am.
Wait,
Well,
what? Who are the Heralds of Dust?
Well, like they're the people who run the mortuary, and like they're in charge of dead stuff, I guess.
okay. Well,
So
Hmm.
to get to the other side of the crematorium, which lever does which?
Oh, well, you know what? Like Maurice did it for me when I came through.
Maurice.
Yeah, he's one of the zombies.
Okay.
Okay.
So he makes sure it's safe to go through?
Well, I guess so. I mean, he did it for me.
Because I was a little worried about going through that hallway.
But I can't remember which one is which, but one of them locks the doors and the other one turns the fire on.
Aha.
All right. We can figure this out.
Affirmative.
No. So are the levers in this room, or are they in the room with you
They're,
guys?
they're next to the door.
Yes, the
We saw them.
blue
They're
and
next to the
yeah.
door.
Oh. Well.
And
yep. So let's
All
go
right.
pull some levers.
And figure out which one's which.
Like, are you like? I'm not gonna get in trouble for helping you, am I?
No.
We're not going to tell anybody.
Yeah. As far as we know, you were taking a nap.
Well, like, don't tell people that either.
Okay.
Oh,
We never
well,
saw you.
Yep.
Okay.
We will not discuss your presence.
I will
Yep,
say that
never saw it.
as you who has the highest passive perception?
Not me.
Mine-
I
mine's
No, mine's
13.
13.
Mine's 13.
16.
Yeah.
Okay, 16 might be the highest. So I think, Cora, as you're on your way out, you notice that the southeast locker has a lock on it. All of the others are just like a handle to pull them open, but
Okay.
one of them has a lock on it.
What's in that one? And I'll point to the one with the lock.
Well, like as someone on my first day, I think that if they wanted me to know, they would have told me.
Oh, well, if that's the case.
You know what? Before you do anything, and they like cover their eyes and start to run out of the room, and they bump into the door frame because their eyes are covered, and then they like flee down the hall.
Okay.
Now I'm wondering where he's planning on going.
Well, yeah, that's a good thing to
Well,
wonder.
Oh, we'll
Well, I
probably
guess-
find him again in a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
Sure, but you know what? We're not going to wait that long. I want to hit the lock with a firebolt.
Okay.
I'll go-
Keys.
Keys.
Oh, you guys have keys?
Yeah, well,
Kneecap.
Kneecap found keys in the golem thing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
See if one of them fits.
There are 2 keys on the ring. One of them does in fact that fits the lock. When you open it, you see inside there is a jeweled goblet worth 100 gold, a manifesto of the Heralds of Dust's philosophies, and a spell scroll of Animate Dead.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
When we get out,
Upwards.
I will. It's like I'll look at the book. Someone else figure out the levers, and I'll start like essentially fast reading. Like
Okay.
my background is scholar, so I can at least like take a look.
Sure. Yeah, so I think at a skim, what you can certainly learn is where did I? There we go. You discover that the primary understanding that underpins the Heralds of Dust philosophy is that everyone you know, everyone you see, is in fact already dead. They believe that the multiverse as we know it is already an afterlife, a shadow of some other existence, which is now gone, and that every creature is already dead. And the life that beings cling to is, in fact, only the first stage of death. They are sometimes called dusters. They seek to understand and experience the stages of death, the last of which they hold is true death, a transcendence to a state of being beyond the multiverse. And they believe that you have to set aside the hope and passion that chain a soul to this false life in order to do that. And they seem very interested in various types of undead, which they believe to be, iterative stages of death.
Okay. And I'll be skimming while they work on the levers to figure out which one's which.
Right.
Did anyone take the scroll? Or
I was gonna ask if I could see it.
Kneecap would have handed it to not Tars,
Radius.
Radius. Because it's bookwards.
that makes perfect sense.
Well, thank you.
I will also get into an argument. I want to see the book first.
Well, okay, there's a scroll and there's a book. They were different. So I thought you were reading the book about the Heralds of Dust philosophy.
Okay, sorry.
Separately, there's a spell scroll.
Yeah. Okay. Spell scroll. Yeah. I don't do spell books.
Okay.
But
Meanwhile,
Sorry.
Malleus is playing with the ledgers or the levers.
Okay. So there's a red lever and a blue lever, and there's
Didn't we
the
already
door in
pull
front
one
of
of
you.
those levers?
We
We
pulled
didn't
them
You can't pull them at
simultaneously.
the same time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So tell me what you're doing.
I'm gonna pull the blue lever just to
Okay.
see what it does.
When you do that, the door that is already shut kind of vibrates with a clunk sound.
Okay.
That's probably the locking.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'll unlock the door.
You raise, so the lever is designed to reset. It's not two positions. You pull it and then it goes back.
Okay.
And so you have pulled it and it clunked, and now what?
Okay.
It didn't go foosh.
Yeah, it didn't go foosh. I'll go up here and pull the red one.
Whoosh! The room beyond is filled with fire. You can see it through the window.
Okay. No screaming. Okay. All right. And does the door auto unlock?
After a full minute goes by, you hear it clunk again.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to push at the door and see if it will open now that it has unclunked.
It does. It opens.
Okay.
And you can see that there is a, this hallway, which leads to another identical door on the other side.
Okay.
Kneecap's gonna just run through and try and open the door.
Okay. I
Yep.
think just before you get to the door, you see a zombie face appear in the window, and you hear the door. You see it pull the blue lever on the other side.
Oh crap!
And both the doors clunk. And then Kneecap, you see the zombie about to reach for the red lever through the window. And I think the window is, you can only just kind of see the top of his head because of your angle.
Oh crap!
So
Records.
Okay. Do you want to? Let's say you can. I'll let you make a persuasion check.
Okay. Ah, 10.
So,
10.
the zombie seems unmoved by your request for records and pulls the red lever. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
You can do so with advantage because I think you can see all of the
I have
places that
dangerous
fire will come out of this.
Yeah. And we've already seen it happen.
Okay. That is an 18.
Okay, that means you're going to take half damage.
Okay.
Oh, geez.
That's
yeah, so that is going to be, it would be 35 fire damage, but you're going to take half because of your saving throw.
okay.
So that's going to be 17, I guess.
17.
Yeah.
And I am still up. I'm singed, but still like, records.
Oh my God, we got to get him out of there. I'm going to smack the door with my hammer.
It's very sturdy.
Someone pull the
are you going to try, you're trying to break the window or?
Well, he's not going to be able to fit through the window, right? It's a little window.
I'm going to try and pull the blue lever to force the door open sooner.
Oh, that's a good idea.
It doesn't work.
Okay.
So to be clear, that fire damage is not gonna keep repeating. That is the fire damage for the
Oh, that's
fire
the
that it
whole
blows
damage.
out. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
it was just one blast, which means we've got to
Mm-hmm.
like be ready to.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean,
Like-
hopefully when the doors open again,
Mhm.
we can.
when like force like open the
Mhm.
door in the zombie's face so that we can
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, so
Like,
someone get through.
the fire kind of calms
Kneecap!
down, and you see Kneecap scorched but not dead.
I'm gonna try and yell through the door. Kneecap, when the door opens at the far side, get that guy off away from the levers so that we can get through.
Okay. Just gonna keep.
Yeah. So eventually,
Damn.
the the doors clunk again, and I think you see Kneecap, Maurice the zombie, getting ready to pull the blue lever again. But
I'm gonna just try and,
yeah.
burst through the door.
Yes, you can take a you. It is slow enough that you're able to sort of push the door open before, and then what do you do with the door open?
I'm going to tackle the zombie.
Okay, so make an
Shove
athletics
attack.
attack. Yeah.
Athletics. 24.
Yeah, that's probably
Nice.
going to work. Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. So it got a natural 20, but that's still only a 21. And so you shove the zombie away from the lever. So it does look like it is going to try to do the lever again, but at least for the moment, you have pushed it away.
And
And we're gonna try and
Oh,
run
yeah.
down that corridor. Yeah.
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 Mhm.
Yeah, let's open the door
So
on
I'm
this
not going
side
to do a
and-
full proper initiative here, but yeah. So,
Yeah.
all
So-
right.
I'm guessing everybody else is just running through.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah.
this is the way out, man.
Yep. Okay. So as you all push through, the zombie looks like they're gonna try to attack Kneecap who pushed through.
I can't see on the other side.
Yeah.
Okay, well I haven't opened it, so you're
There's
right.
no
Hang
opening
on,
yet.
I'm sorry. Thank you for telling me.
And 10.
Thank you.
Okay, the zombie is going to attack. What you guys keep moving your tokens all over the place. I can't. You need to be careful when you're moving on top of each other.
Oh, sorry.
That's
Yeah,
okay.
because I was in the dark. I didn't see.
Yes, no, I understand. I'm yes. So that's
Okay.
why. Yeah. Okay. So the zombie is gonna it gets a 7 to hit and then a crit for 8 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will do the cutting words again to drop that damage on the
Okay.
crit.
Okay.
See, I know it's in here.
It's a D6. Yeah. You can just click one of the you can do a base roll D6 or you can roll any of the bardic inspiration spots. There you go. All right, so
So
that'll be
reduce
5
it by-
bludgeoning damage instead of 8.
Okay.
Yep. All right.
Yep.
So, do we want to roll initiative here, or what? Tell me what's happening. It's just the one zombie for the moment.
I'm basically, my thought is just like get everybody over and then just run.
Tell me what you're trying to do.
Why?
You know what?
Why did you try to
Yeah, let's
incinerate
roll
us?
initiative.
Not
Yeah,
dead.
let's roll initiative. Let's
Okay. Yeah.
kill
It's
this
all
thing.
right. We'll do initiative. So everyone roll initiative.
I don't like things that initially initiate my companions.
Everyone, let me know when you have your new initiative.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Oh
You
no.
bottomed again, Jason?
Wow. Radius is not
All right,
involved.
Tarsus and Cuspid, who has the higher dex?
Cuspid's 14.
My dex is 16.
Okay.
All right, so
All
I'm
right,
going
so
first.
Tarsus, yeah, you're up. It's the zombie.
Okay, so I realize the zombie's going to get attack of opportunity on me, but that's okay. I do better in range, and I also don't want to be near our raging fiery barbarian. So I'm going to take the attack of opportunity and move to here.
All right. It does attack. It gets a 15.
It will hit me.
That's five bludgeoning damage.
That's great. Then I will use my Planar Warner ability, and I will shoot a force arrow at the zombie.
All right.
That is a 21.
Your ability just lets you do that forever as many times as you want?
Yeah, it's a bonus. It's a bonus action.
Oh, you use your bonus action to do
Right,
it.
using my bonus action to do it.
All
Yeah,
right.
I have to use a bonus action to do it.
Okay.
So if I want to do other things like
All
Hunter's
right.
Mark,
So
I
yeah, 21
can't.
will hit. Yeah.
Deals damage. Okay, so there comes the damage. So 6 plus 4 is 10 force damage.
Okay. All right. Yeah. You blast away a big part of its face. And it goes
Center of mass.
All right. Cuspid, you're up.
All right. I am going to run around to the other side of it. Cuspid runs around to the side and takes a big smash with her hammer. 19 to hit.
Sure. Yeah.
4 points of damage.
All right. It's
And that's my turn.
Yeah. It's definitely walking with it's doing that zombie with the broken foot thing where it's like dragging on its leg now. Yeah. All right, Malleus.
Okay. I'm going to spend a spell slot to create a tiny flamethrower cannon.
Okay. Yeah.
Actually, no, I'm not going to do the flamethrower cannon. I'm just I'm just going to use I'm going to back up back to here and use Ray of Frost
All right.
on that other guy.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a 19 to hit.
Yeah.
For 1 point of cold damage and minus 10 feet of movement.
Yeah. All right. He's a frosty boy now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Cora.
He doesn't look like he's all that special, so I'm just going to pull the rapier.
Mm-hmm.
And come over to this side, even though that still means he gets if he gets flamey as still in radius, but
all right.
And I'm just going to rapier swing.
Yeah.
So 14 to hit.
That hits. Yeah.
4 points of damage.
All right. Yeah. He's not in good shape. Okay. Kneecap.
Okay, so it's just zombie.
Hmm.
Flail attack.
Yeah.
13.
Hits.
5 damage.
Okay. So you reduce it to 0 hit points, but now it makes a death saving throw.
Yeah. I need fortitude.
Yeah.
Player knows.
What was how much damage was it? 5, you said?
5, yes.
Okay. Okay, so you you crush its skull, and for a second it looks like it's going down, but then it stands back up.
Well then, a bonus action, sickle.
All right.
That's a 21 to hit
All right.
for 2 damage.
Okay, well, it's going to make another saving throw. That time it gets a critical fail, and it is down for the count.
Yeah, so where one side's crushed its skull, the other one just into its skull and just kind of, and just, almost makes it double over.
Mm-hmm. And so ends the tale of Maurice the zombie.
Oh,
It's
well.
a short story.
Mm-hmm. Later his coworkers will gather in the break room and said, he loved pulling those levers. It was his favorite. He would do it all day.
All right. We have lots of choices as to where to go.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
What's this over here?
So you've got you've got one
What
great
kind
big
of
door in the lower area. You've got another double doors up there.
What kind of institution doesn't label the rooms?
One where everyone knows where they are already.
It is an inefficient system. It should be modified.
All right.
It violates standards of construction.
Kneecap will push open slightly this door he's at.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Okay. Yeah. Not gonna.
Yeah, and so what you see in there is an ornate chandelier hangs over this lavish dining hall. Empty high-backed chairs with decorative cushions sit before several covered platters. A ghostly butler rises from the floor before you, a decanter of ruby red wine in its hand. The spirit speaks in a hollow voice. Dinner is served.
Records.
Very nice, but this is not the records room.
They gesture to the seats, and there are 6 silver platters that have been laid out, and you do smell food in there.
We'll come back after we visit the records room.
Dinner is served.
And
it closed.
Kneecap gonna just move on.
All right.
Close the door.
Okay.
Malleus is going to poke his head into this one down here.
Right. Probably don't need to actually fuss with the door icons when we're doing the maps this way. So you're doing that lower one?
Yep.
Okay. So Malleus, you see a lower. Where's the description for that one? A metal chute is set into the wall of this foul chamber. Grisly puddles spatter the floor, and corpses topple from an overturned cart. The stench is gag-worthy.
Okay, I'm going to close that door back again and go, okay, found the chute.
Take it nobody's in there.
Nobody who's moving.
Okay.
You, as you say that, you hear a thwomp from behind the door.
Okay. Peek back through the door.
A corpse has fallen out of the chute, but there is like weird black slime all over it, and all of a sudden that slime starts to like to swell up out of it and like roil into a blob, and we're gonna roll initiative again.
Oh boy.
It's like, close the door.
Too late.
Black slime.
Yeah. Just as a reminder too, we've been kind of treating the doors so far as though you can't see through them, but they are in fact grates. They are not solid.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay. Okay. Then we
Well,
don't.
also, you Malleus is a small.
Ooh.
It's a smaller stature.
Hmm. Well, okay, but
That's logic to use
for what?
for why he's pushing instead of looking through the grates. It might be.
Oh, okay. Well, no, that's yeah. All right. It doesn't matter anyway. This is whether you open the door or not. Is my point. Is that you can
Okay.
see
Yeah.
what's in there or not. But part of what I was gonna get to is that this thing can move through grates.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So we've got everyone's new initiative.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. All right. Where's my? Some of these creatures get little like little special roller things at the top, and then others don't. I'm wondering why that is. Okay. So once again, this is going to be an ongoing thing. We need rollies for Radius and Tarsus. We need rollies for Kneecap and Cuspid.
Cuspid's
Cuspid-
14.
Cuspid's higher.
I
Okay.
have 16.
You know what?
Is that higher than Radius, I think?
No, mine's 14, so yeah, it should be.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
So Cora, you are aware of only probably that there was a flump splatter sound, and then Malleus went to look through the door again, and that's basically what you know.
All right. So. I
Oh boy.
just.
I'm going to give everyone a handout for black pudding.
Not the good kind.
No, that's something you can get in the grocery store
Yeah.
or make from a
Right.
mix.
Yeah. I actually, I'm honestly just going to. Well, actually.
Yeah, let's keep it moving along.
Yep,
you can
so
go and look or
1,
whatever you want to do,
2,
but
3,
yeah.
5. I'm going to move here, see this, and then mentally facepalm and ready my rapier in case it does actually get within range of me.
Okay. All right, Malleus.
Okay, so this time I am going to burn a spell slot
Okay.
to create a small size, so it has its own.
Mm-hmm.
It has its own space.
Okay.
But flamethrower, Eldritch cannon.
Okay, we're gonna need to make a little token for when you do that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use this token in the meantime. Where are you putting it?
It goes within 5 feet of me.
Okay.
And then it's gonna walk 15 feet forward and fire at the black slime.
Well, it's gonna open the door to do that.
Well, I can open the door.
Okay. Well,
can
no,
be my action.
I only cared whether the door was open or not.
Yeah.
That's fine. Dear, let me give it to Lee. Okay. But yeah, so it's going to go up to here, and then what?
Yep, and it's going to fire a 15-foot fire cone.
Okay.
At the black pudding.
All right, and that's a dex save?
It is a dex save. It is a dex save 15.
It got a 13.
Yep. Okay, so it takes 2d8 fire damage, which is 6 fire damage.
All right. It sure does. Okay. Tarsus.
All right, so we will use our. Let's see. Close enough. I got to get down there. Let's go march down there. 10, 20, 30. Okay, then I will dash to here
All right.
and regard this thing, and that's oh wait, oh crap, I'm gonna be the flame again. Ay ay ay. Oh well.
Yeah.
Oh well, but nope,
Kneecap
well,
is way up at the top.
yeah, I mean, yeah, kneecap. Well, yeah, well, hopefully kneecap will be more than 10. I'll be more 10 feet away from kneecap when this thing comes out. Okay, so I'll stay. I will go to this point. This is
Okay.
This is the tactically best part, and that's what I will do for the moment.
All right. Radius.
I will move down to here. And I will cast, because I don't want that. That'll help everyone. And I will cast Bless.
Okay. On.
And I will do it on.
I think that
it's three of them. It'll be the three around me. So
yeah, everybody else is out of range, I think.
Mm-hmm. Well, but
yeah.
you could have chosen yourself to be one of the three, but
Yeah,
that's why. So, but that's fine.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
And what does that give us?
D4 to your attack rolls.
Oh,
And
that'll be
saves.
helpful. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And then I will move, and then I will use last of my move to move right over here out of that doorway, because I do not want to be anywhere near that nasty thing.
Mm-hmm. All right. So that makes it now its turn. And the first thing it's going to do is move 10 feet over, and it's going to attack the cannon, which does have its own AC and hit points, correct?
Yes, it has an AC of 18.
Wow, really? That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Good God.
All right, what does it get? It got 15 for the first one. And then a 14, so I guess it misses both times.
Yes. And Millie, just for reference, we talked about this in session 0, but my cannon has cute little corgi legs.
Aww.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
a nice detail.
All right, Cuspid.
Hey guys, as I'm walking forward, you guys all look disgusted. What's going on?
It's disgusting. No teeth.
Well, actually, wait, no. It's got something with teeth caught in it.
Okay, the just because the picture shows it eating an ogre doesn't mean there's an ogre there.
Okay.
Well,
yeah, so just
there's other bodies in the room with teeth.
It's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I'm doing this round.
Okay. Kneecap. I keep saying it like kneecap.
Kneecap. The cat.
Kneecap.
Seeing all of, seeing that there's something going on, Kneecap's gonna run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and can just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's that's all I can do.
All right, Cora.
Alrighty. I'm going to go ahead and cure wounds on Kneecap, because I do know that he took damage before. Quite a bit of damage.
Didn't he come back? Oh yeah, he took a lot of damage from the zombie, right?
Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and burn the second spell slot to augment it.
Yep.
15 back.
Ooh, that's nice.
All right.
And then I'm just gonna step back a little bit.
Sure.
Give other people more room to go through.
Mm-hmm. All right, Malleus.
Okay. All right. So bonus action, we're going to fire our Eldritch Cannon again.
Mm-hmm.
Flamethrower. So DC 15.
9.
Yep, that definitely didn't work.
For ones like that where it's going to take half even if it fails, go ahead and roll the damage right away.
Yeah, it is 11 damage,
All right.
and then
It takes that whole 11, not just half.
yeah, and so I'm gonna fire a ray of frost at it.
Okay.
For it's 20 to hit.
Mm-hmm. That hits.
For 8 points of ice damage.
Yeah. It seems like it only takes half of that.
Okay.
But it's slowed by 10 feet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Tarsus.
All right, I will use my Planet Order ability to designate the weapon attacks on the Black Pudding to be force damage, and I will shoot at it. I don't know where the center of mass of this thing is, but we'll do our best. Probably the center. Let's give it a shot. That's a 25.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, taking time. There, it's 11 plus 7 is 18 force damage.
All right. Okay.
I'm trusting my fiery barbarian to go charging in there and get, and so I will not be in the fiery rage. So I will remain exactly where I am for the moment.
Okay. Okay. Radius.
Alrighty. Oh, there's a better spot for me to move. So I will now move up here. Blink. And I will fire a firebolt at this large slime.
All right.
And here it is.
Now
Oh my god.
Encourage you guys to just always just go ahead and roll damage right away. Don't wait.
Okay.
Yeah.
The 12 hit?
Yes. Yes, 12 hits.
Wow.
But this is why I say just roll the damage. Don't wait for me to tell you if it hits or not. Because it slows everything down. All right. Oof. Well, it does take that
damage is damage.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Well, it is its turn now, and it is going to try again to pseudopod the little cannon. And it gets a critical fail. I also am just going to say, in some respects, this early part of the adventure is supposed to be a little extra hard, but a party of 6 really counteracts that pretty substantially. So, in any case.
Yeah.
Also, that is like the 7th critical fail from the enemy attack so far.
Yeah, you're also rolling crap,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
Just saying. All right, yeah, go ahead. So, Cuspid. They're fighting something.
Yeah. All right. Cuspid pulls out her crossbow. Can she get a clear shot at it from anywhere? Is it like over here or something like that?
I don't think so.
All right.
I would say you could do it with half cover.
Okay.
It has half cover.
All right. She'll
and it's
head
not
over
that
there
hard to hit either. Anyway, so
and shoot it with a crossbow. Not bad. 21 to hit.
That'll certainly hit.
For 4 damage.
Its AC is 7. Incidentally, everyone. This is why I'm saying just roll the damage.
Yeah.
Okay. So my turn.
Yes.
Okay. So can it go up here? You know, rage.
Fire.
Fire goes out.
Two fire damage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then
also for the flame cannon.
Yep.
Yep.
Nope. I'm getting it.
14 to hit for 10 damage.
That will hit, and it will take
And-
10 damage. Okay.
And Decap seems a lot happier because
Also, though,
Yeah.
when you hit it, you're going to take
splash damage.
yes, you're going to take 4 acid damage.
Okay.
Also, your flail is what you hit it with.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
It takes a permanent -1 penalty to damage rolls.
Oh, yay.
That's
not
That's
cricket.
harsh.
That's not cricket.
okay.
It's an acid monster.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Makes
No.
sense.
Mhm.
All right, so Cora, your turn.
Let's see. I'm just going to essentially ready to ready to cast healing word if one of my compatriots get hit.
There's really no point in readying a healing word. It's like
Okay.
it's not. I mean, you can do it if you want, but like
Oh, that's right.
it means that if
It's
you
a bonus action anyway, so
well, and also if you ready a spell and then the triggering thing doesn't happen, you still cast it and lose the spell slot to no effect.
Do you have damage and cantrips?
Just the thunderclap, which I need to be within range.
Right. So I mean, it's okay if you don't have anything. That's tactically what happens sometimes, but let's try to keep it moving
actually
along.
fine. Yeah, I'm just gonna pause.
Okay. All right, Malleus.
All right, so we are going to once again hit with the Eldritch Flamethrower.
It got a 14 on the save, so it takes 7 fire damage.
Yep, 7 fire damage. And the Eldritch Cannon is going to move over here.
Okay.
It's only got 15 hit points, y'all.
Right. Also, that is still within 10 feet.
Is it?
It has to be 3 squares away.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you have to go one more square to the left in order to get it.
Yeah, and like towards and
then our friend will be in the cone when he fires next.
Yeah.
You know what? We'll deal with it.
All right. Okay, so is there anything else you're doing with your action, or?
I don't think so, but I did. Yeah, let me just do Ray of Frost real quick.
Okay, yeah.
Doesn't hurt.
It doesn't.
So, 12.
All right, it takes half, but it does.
Okay.
Yeah. It
does
does take damage. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Tarsus.
All right. Same verse as the first. Change into a force arrow and take a shot. Come on, damage roll. Damage taking forever. So there goes the damage. So
Okay.
11 got maximum on the bow, so 11 plus 1 is 12 force damage.
All right, yeah, it's looking pretty rough. It's falling apart.
Boom, boom.
Radius, you think you can finish it off before it gets another turn?
I'm gonna try to with this firebolt. Ooh. There we go. That's more like it.
Well, we
So
can't.
24 to hit and
All right.
8 points of damage.
And 8 finishes it off. It had 7 hit points.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, so it dissolves into a puddle of black acidic slime hissing on the floor. still dissolving all the little bits of stuff on the floor that it's coming into contact with.
Bleh.
Is there anything? Do we see anything that in the room other than the corpse of the slime?
A metal chute is set into the wall of this foul chamber. Grisly
Oh,
puddles
okay.
spatter the
So
floor, and corpses topple from an overturned cart. The stench is gag-worthy.
And
I'm not big into that.
As Kneecap comes out, he's holding his flail. You see it's pitted and warped and sad.
Yep.
Well, we could get it. We might be able to get it fixed.
Does anybody have mending?
Nope.
That I don't know.
Nope.
Not yet.
And it probably wouldn't help anyways.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think mending. It doesn't at least specifically say that it would help. I'm not sure.
I'm gonna look through the grate on this doorway.
All right. So yeah, you see in there. A floating feline skull with gemstone eyes hovers above an aged desk strewn with elegant stationery. Deep in thought, the skull chews a black fountain pen in its ink-stained, bony fangs. A sea of crumpled papers is strewn throughout the chamber, and dusty scrolls line pigeonholes along the walls. And I know we're almost at the end, but I think we can do a little bit more here.
Oh yeah.
If no one needs to go
I'm
right
okay.
away.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's okay.
And I think as you're looking through and you see it, it looks up and it sees you through the grate, and it just says, I need your help. I am trying and failing to compose an epitaph for a member of the Doom Guard who drowned in a bathhouse yesterday. Please help me write this epitaph. I beg of you.
Oh, I'm great at that kind of thing. I'll open up the grate and go and brush inside.
I'll provide editorial commentary.
All right. So basically what you're going to need here is a performance or persuasion check, but I would encourage you to also try to think of what actual epitaph you're suggesting.
Yes. Well, given that drowning in the bath is not exactly a heroic death, how about we go all metaphorical and talk about his struggle with the challenges of look over
the body?
hold on. This is the philosophy of dust thing, isn't it? Yes. How about the transmutation of the yes, wasn't there the change of the sea? Yes. And I'm gonna look over at Millie's character, whose name I can't remember.
Cora.
To see if she can assist on this. Actually, I think Cora's performance check's probably going to be better than mine, given that she's a bard.
Well, okay, but you absolutely, but
you're jumping on
you're,
this. So
all right. So yeah, so I'll
allow Cora to assist, but it's
okay. I'll provide.
Right.
As I said, I'll provide editorial.
Okay. So how he has transcended material considerations by means of the fairy of the element of water, and I will compose an epitaph in limerick form.
All right. So persuasion or
21.
All right, yeah. So
and that's not even with my assist, is it?
No, that was because it was with advantage.
Yeah, so
otherwise
it would have been a 15, which I'll go ahead and let you know would not have succeeded, but a 21 will. And so there's a long silence for a moment as this feline skull with the gemstone eyes just hovers there. love it! I love it! Oh my gosh, thank you. I have been stuck on this one. Just this stupid... I just couldn't get there, but you have captured it. Thank you so much. Oh, that's a relief.
Cuspid sketches a bow that would be courtly, except she has no idea of how that actually works. So it's all like all kinds of strange gestures and it's a weird curtsy.
All right. So at this point, it's just like, oh, look at all of you. Oh, I dare say Jax is going to be in some trouble.
Not really. So we just woke up over in the mortuary, and we were told that we had arrived dead, and we're wondering if there's any records here about our arrival, because it's all quite a mystery to us.
Well, this is, in fact, where we keep the death certificates, so we could pull those up for all of you, I suppose. This
yes,
is highly
Yes,
irregular.
please.
You woke up, you say.
Yes.
That's not supposed to go that way at all.
No. I you know what? I agree.
Because they're friendly, I will allow you to skip the check that you would normally have to make in order to find these. But while they are fussing around with the scrolls, I will allow you to, whoever's in the room, to make a perception check to notice potentially other things.
Oh yeah, it's
Absolutely.
records. I'm a scholar. I'm in here looking all over the place.
16.
All right.
14.
Okay, so I think the 16. Well, everyone. Okay, all right.
Sorry.
That's okay. The 19 then actually spots that there is hanging on the wall near the door another keyring. But the records are not like readily accessible. Like they're rolled up and tucked into pigeonholes. So like you can't just like see them. You can't just read them. But you have the record keeper getting the ones you asked for. So they pull over and they grab with their teeth 6 different certificates and bring them over to the desk, and then with a sort of a magical like mage hand, they unfold, and you can see that there are in fact death certificates that have your names as you know them, that like Cuspid, Tarsus, etc., descriptions of you, but then in each case, the cause of death is blank. Well, that's unusual.
Yes.
They're supposed to fill these out entirely. If they left it blank, the only thing I can think of is that they didn't know. But even then, usually they would write unknown and not just leave it blank.
Now, okay. So I mean, I'm not an expert in this kind of thing,
Who
but
fills these out?
isn't there some kind of magic that can make somebody seem like they're dead? And is there any like, do you have safeguards against that kind of thing, bringing someone in who's alive but only looks dead because they're under some kind of magic?
So a false life.
Well, yes and no. But I think from the perspective, when you say safeguards, it rather suggests a question of like safe for whom? Because if the question is safety to make sure that the person who is under a feigned death spell is not accidentally autopsied and rendered actually dead, no, we don't have that, because why?
I would.
We now safeguards to ensure that anyone who comes here under a feigned death spell is actually dead at the end of it. Then yes.
Because I figure it's a lot safer for everyone who's within here to make sure that those who come in to your care are actually dead.
Well, we make sure of that.
Eventually.
If they weren't before,
Right,
they
then.
will be after we are done with them.
All right. Well, I
Oh,
think we've
well,
learned everything we
except
can here.
Well, I'm willing to make an exception in your case. Something obviously out of the ordinary has happened, but I'm willing to look the other way thanks to your help with that epitaph. Honestly, it's not my department.
whose
So-
department is it?
Well, there's a fellow with a wax jaw back over there. I would have expected you to have seen them as you came through.
Oh,
Yep.
him. All right.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, we did see
yeah.
him.
Mhm.
He seemed very excited about using those levers.
So
Uh,
moving
that's
on.
the zombie, not the mortician. But all right.
Yeah.
um. But so in any case,
So
I don't suppose I could
how-
talk you back into the
no,
morgue.
no.
I mean,
No.
being dead really is
Negative.
the thing, you know.
You know what? I figure that there's all kinds of experiences to have before that happens, so I'm willing to wait.
Also, if nothing else, it would giving us the opportunity to find out how this happened might be of interest to at least completing the paperwork.
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
if you find out, I would appreciate you coming back and letting me know.
I'll
Yes.
put that on the list.
Oh, so how do we get out of here?
Oh, well,
Is
Out.
there
Get
a
out.
front door?
Well, I suppose there is the stairs to the cellar, but I'm afraid we keep that locked
Why do you keep it locked?
so that we don't have people, getting out.
Oh,
Well, also, I suppose, I mean, people, we don't really want people just wandering around and messing things up, so we don't really want people to just come in either. So the locked gate works both ways, you see.
So
Well,
I couldn't talk you into a meal or anything before you go.
no, I
Yeah.
think we're no.
I
I
mean,
think we're good.
Kingsley prepares. I haven't tasted anything in quite some time, as you might imagine. But the Kingsley does quite put out a spread, instantly
Why-
magically tailored to everyone's favorite meal. I'm told.
Why- why-
Would that be the room
and,
across the hall?
Oh yes, quite.
and
I think it might be more prudent for us to get out of the way before anyone might question you about what happened.
Well, I have been here quite some time, and therefore I have some degree of authority. I'm not too worried about getting into trouble. However, I do owe you for this epitaph, and so I'm willing to look the other way if you want to keep living, I guess.
all right, that key ring that's by the door. How, is it particularly high off the ground? Is it
I mean, I think it's like the skull can float, so like I think
Yeah.
it would be, you know, it would be where you would grab it for an ordinary
Okay.
human
All right,
sized person.
Right. So I I'm gonna kind of as Cora kind of takes the lead on that conversation while that's happening, I'm gonna kind of fade back and whisper to Kneecap very, very quietly, I need a distraction.
Kneecap is going to go over here and start climbing the shelves.
Oh, I say,
no.
young man, could I persuade you to?
While that's going on, I'm going to try to sleight of hand my way to the keys and slip out the door.
All right. How about a stealth check? Because
about
I
it?
think
Can
I think grabbing the keys is not so hard, but slipping out of the room.
Okay, well, they're both the same roll.
Okay.
Um,
Could this be counted as assistance?
Yeah, I think you have advantage because you're
Okay.
because of the distraction.
Yeah, and
Yes.
I'm also going to like
20.
Yes,
Dirty
no
20.
problem. Yeah, so I think the Thesignos is just like, oh, if I could persuade you to please come down. I've got a system. You see, it's just, if I could. I have everything just so.
and I will in the process go like, get down from there. Organization is so important, and if anything gets out of place, we'd be losing the goodwill that was that the epitaph has earned us.
So,
So
are
playing
these
into it.
little lines like cobwebs or spider webs or
Yeah.
anything like that? So basically, Kneecap is gonna go and grab one of the little grab something that was stuck in the web and then climb down and go to the door.
All right, I don't know what that was all about. Just little fellow loves climbing, I suppose.
And eating
I
Apparently.
say,
unusual
where'd the pink
items.
one go? I rather like she has got a knack for epitaphs. Well, you know what? I suppose if you all have
We
your,
have
you know,
we have to go make
unfinished
sure that
business, I suppose
we have to make sure that paperwork's filled out properly.
wish you luck. But then again, I'm sure I'll see you again eventually.
Yes.
Good day to you.
Hmm.
So we
All
get
right.
outside, and
Mhm.
Cuspid is swinging the keys around on the end of her finger.
Yep.
All right.
So which
I'm
door?
going to suggest we don't have dinner. Something about that, making sure that individuals. It's like I'm going to wait
Yes.
until we like go around a corner to say this, but
Yeah.
the making sure that people are dead by the end of it. I don't trust the
Mhm.
food.
I do not
Yep.
require such sustenance.
Okay.
Oh.
All right.
Yeah.
Let us find the door.
Did we? So where's the cellar? Did we figure that out?
Not yet.
Directions.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Okay.
So, yeah. So what's through this grate here?
Yeah.
When you look up through there, you see snow blankets this quiet indoor grove of icy brambles. Carcasses worn by time lie partially buried in the sleet and ice. A skeletal black-barked tree looms over the gloomy orchard. Its branches bear a single fruit.
Oh,
And you
Okay.
also see 3 spindly dryads who seem to be, slowly walking around observing the various frozen bodies.
I vote we don't disturb the.
I think we can leave this one alone.
Yeah. That's an interesting magical effect, though. Having such a cold zone confined to such a small area.
Mhm.
Oh yes, certainly.
And so as you move into this east hallway, to the south, there is a grate that looks locked with a little tooltip flag that says "Not this way." And the other way, you can see that there is a locked grate with stairs behind it, and there are in fact 2 locks on it.
Aha.
So I will head up with my key ring and see if any of the keys on that ring fit any of the
It does,
locks.
yes.
Right.
One of the keys on your ring does unlock one of the 2 locks.
and
I'm going to guess.
Kneecap will
You
use
do.
the key from the other one, and
And sure enough, yep. And so you
Hey.
are able to unlock the 2 locks, and you are now able to climb the stairs.
Woohoo!
And eventually, you emerge from the mortuary into a dilapidated city square. Stacks of jumbled tenements, grimy hodgepodges of lopsided architecture, joined by rickety bridges, loom over the persistent low-hanging fog. An impossible city unfolds around you. Bladed buildings rise on all sides, the urban sprawl spreading across the inside of a gigantic torus. The metropolitan ring curves upward into passing clouds, disappearing behind the haze. And that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yay! It took us an entire session to exit a building.
Someday.
I mean,
Yeah,
considering the amount of dangers
You
and
know,
unexpected things, it just like
Yeah.
we needed to punch our way out of a bloody paper bag.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
All
Yeah.
right. Well, what awaits our adventurers as they emerge into the city of Sigil? We'll have to wait and find out next time when we return for more adventure on so many levels.
So many levels.
So
so many
many levels.
levels.